because I don't know if anybody's listening, but if somebody's listening right now, and if you comment and talk to us while we're playing this game, we're gonna send you something.
Oh, free stuff.
I posted it on Facebook.
You've been playing this game for 21 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it too, huh?
It does. Well, because you play like 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Can we just like play all night and just finish it already?
If I didn't have work, sure.
Can we just do that? So
I wish.
I'm getting tired of Kakarot.
What just happened here?
Yeah. It's a good game, though.
What are they? What?
At least it's not a bad game.
Why is it saving?
Huh?
What do you mean?
I didn't know. I don't know what happened.
Well, either way, you're fine.
Yeah.
So, Dad,
But that would have sucked.
this place we're going to train, what's it
Imagine.
like?
Oh,
Let's see. The hyperbolic time chamber at Kami's Lookout. Rather than tell you what it's like, I'll just show you when we get there.
Huh?
I love how Gohan looks like a little piece of crap. And then,
yeah.
look at this. This is fun.
Oh, so John, I'm watching Super, and Gohan growed up is a bitch.
He's a bitch.
Oh my god.
But you'll see in like the battle, like the tournament, he's like a genius when it comes to like strategy and stuff. He's like really good with like.
Instead of power, he just goes.
And him and Piccolo are like a nasty team.
All right, but like still, like he's a bitch.
He is a bitch. He is a bitch.
Gohan is largely a bitch through his like Dragon Ball career.
Oh,
maybe that's why I liked him in Cell so much. Because
he had two bright points. Cell, and then when he became Mystic Gohan when he trained with the Kais.
Where did that happen?
Boo. But then he got too cocky and Boo ate him because that's what he does. He gets really fucking cocky and gets eaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like two bright moments in the history of Dragon Ball.
Oh, this I don't know if I can do this.
Are you Jason?
I was gonna say
Oh.
So John sprained his ankle.
I rolled my. I don't know. It popped. I heard
like
a nice sound.
But he's convinced it's not the big C. It's just
the big C.
Why? So it would just be in my ankle? It's just like attacking my. Like today, it just like symptom 1 and bad ankle, and only one ankle hurts.
Who knows?
I don't think so.
I don't know how this shit works.
I don't have the Rona.
The Rona?
The Rona.
That's what I call it.
Yes, everyone in this room is Rona free.
When somebody calls it like COVID-19, I think that "Come On Eileen" song.
But that's the medical.
Oh, that's brilliant! Someone's got to do a parody of that.
Come on, Eileen.
Yeah, COVID-19. You know.
Someone already did to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I heard somebody made like a dubstep song with it, and it was like lit. Like, it was like a good song.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right. All right, what the fuck am I doing now?
What are you doing, actually? I forgot.
I think I'm going to the hyperbolic time chamber.
I'm already over this game. Like, I want you to beat it so that way we can move on to another.
Honestly, we should be fucking playing Pokemon, the Go Battle League. People are fucking going crazy watching. Oh boy. Like, new people are going to Twitch. They're like leaving YouTube and going to Twitch because like people are just going insane for it. And right now, like, you don't have to walk. So, like, you can just do, like, 25 battles real quick.
Yeah. That is what I barely played Pokemon Go the last couple weeks.
Oh, like, now's the time to play.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just play at home. Like, all the Pokemon spawn and...
Yeah.
Oh, do they change it so that way you don't have to leave the house?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they still got raids going, though.
Yeah. Which is kind of bullshit. Because I'll see something about a raid and I'll go, well...
If you have, like, a small group, like... You could just go in a car real quick.
No, John. We're supposed to be social distancing.
Okay.
You can't go in a small group.
What about all the people working in a store?
You can go you can go in a group of up to 20, but then you all have to be 6 feet apart. So that's weird.
You only... I think it's 10.
It is 10?
I think they cut it to 10. Yeah,
well, Trump said 10, but like...
I think Marty Walsh, like, yesterday put it to 10.
Oh, is it now 10?
I think it's 10. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Because at my work... There can only be 10 people to, like, a section on the floor, like, each floor. So, what was I going to say? If grocery stores are still open, I mean...
So it's 10 unless there's exceptions like grocery stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 unless you go to the
Gyms
grocery
are supposed
store,
to be
and then it's
10s.
200.
Gyms are
Yo, what's
closed.
this? Hold on, time out. It's just like a fucking.
Man, I'd love to join in again.
World Tournament Arena.
Yo, let's go. What?
Oh, I don't think anything happens. But you can take a
I
look at
bet you that you'd have the tournament. It wouldn't be in the game if you didn't.
it. Oh, I might show up as something, yeah, but
Launch.
Yo, I thought she was bouncing on Tien. What happened here?
I don't know. You must have ran away again.
Oh,
Look
Oh,
at this prime cut of meat.
what?
Okay, thanks.
Goku was
sir.
pretty pumped there.
Yeah, Goku was fired up.
Woo, meat. Oh, what she's?
Goku shows more love to food than he does his wife.
Oh,
Than
jeez.
anything.
Yes.
I mean, if you really think about it, there's
Oh,
only
my
two things
honey.
that Goku actually loves.
What did everybody leave their home to just come here?
It's fighting and food.
Yep.
That's really the only two things.
Basically, yeah.
He doesn't like anything else. He doesn't, And it shows even more during Super.
Yo, the dude, yes.
Howdy.
Fucking scam.
He doesn't look like. Oh, no, that's not him. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
him.
Yeah, that guy inside, yeah.
Hell yeah, this dude's the man.
Oh, I remember him. Jackie.
That was
Oh, yeah.
Master Roshi.
Yeah.
It was Jackie Chun. How can I go out there? This is
Yeah, I guess
weird.
maybe at some point you'll be able to.
Because the tournament happens in Boo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then, yeah, probably.
I feel like there should be like a memory in here.
I think Boo is the saga that I remember the least about.
Like Vegeta.
Which is weird because it's the newest one.
I know. I think by that point I had started to drop off the show.
Yeah.
They also, I think, changed the time. Like it was, I think they would show it like every day,
Yeah.
but then at that point they started showing it, I think, on Saturdays or something.
Oh yeah, that might be.
Because I remember I dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Because like Cell, I was all the way in.
Yeah, me too.
I was like.
Well, I loved
hardcore.
Teen Gohan, so I'm all about Teen Gohan.
No.
I swear, if he just becomes a teen, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
He will.
I can't remember if they do 1 or 2 years in there.
They do one, I think.
No, I think they do it a second time.
Oh, do they?
Like they go in once and then they go in
What's
again.
that
I
red
think.
shiny thing in the corner?
I don't know. Good question. Let's find out.
It is.
Found some tasty looking food.
It's a bunch of carrots. Cool.
What should it be?
Just picking up carrots on the. Yeah, that's great, Goku.
So, what I was
Very
gonna
sandy.
say before we got interrupted by the tournament arena,
Uh-huh.
there was a dude in Italy. Like Italy, you're legit not supposed to go out unless
No,
you're
Italy is
Oh,
like
you-
quarantine.
unless
yeah.
you're going to get like groceries or going to see a doctor.
Yeah.
This dude went out and played Pokemon Go,
Okay.
and when the cops like rolled up, I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" He's like, "I gotta catch him, man." Like, I gotta catch him,
Wow.
and they arrested him.
We got a comment, John.
Oh, do we?
What's up? Yeah.
Oh, what up, Stan? How you doing? It's my buddy Stan.
What's up, Stan?
What's going on?
Yeah, no, I imagine in Italy they don't take too kindly to people breaking quarantine to go play Pokemon Go.
Considering there's more outbreaks in Italy now than anywhere else.
Yeah, like legit, it's really bad over there now.
And China's about to shut down the Corona hospitals.
Yeah,
They're almost like set.
They're over it.
Might cause some trouble later.
a little bit.
Best to deal with this now.
Oh, is
Thanks for the follow, Stan. I'll give you one back.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Stan the man.
Alright, so where are we going here?
We're going to comms.
Arms.
Comms.
Oh, right, yeah. That would be
Commies.
where it is, huh?
Oh, I didn't realize you had to abbreviate 4 letters.
I abbreviate a lot of things.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him being a teen there.
I know.
He's not even a teen yet.
I know. Alright.
All right. I'll take a little lime with my Corona that I don't have. There is no Corona here. The only thing I have is maybe like a destroyed ankle. That's about it.
Yeah.
I can
So
tell
actually,
this
let's go to the
thing's got
Gizzard
lots of
Wasteland
energy.
out here.
What?
Well, it says it. Go
He
to the
just
Giz-
told friggin'
It says
Gohan.
go to the Gizzard Wasteland.
I know, lame. I'll never remember to.
No, this is gonna be an ongoing problem. Yeah.
Did Owen kick your ankle out your ankle?
No.
What a complicated question.
I walked out of my house, and I went to turn around to lock my door, and I slipped on my doormat, and rolled my ankle, and there was a nice popping sound.
That's what you want from your ankle.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. I can feel like the swelling of my toes.
Joints are supposed to pop.
Yeah, you know.
Like, obviously.
It's the gas releasing, right?
Yeah.
It's like cracking your knuckles.
No, exactly. That's, by the way, what a bullshit thing that ended up being. Remember when we were kids and everyone, your parents would say, don't crack your knuckles, your hands will be deformed.
Oh, yeah.
My hands are still fine. I crack my knuckles every day.
Oh, no, a chiropractor told me it was fine.
Every day.
Every day. And I...
Sometimes 2 or 3 times.
Yep. I crack my knuckles every day, and I play video games all the time, and my hands are still fine.
Well, your parents kind of told you a lot of lies as a kid. So.
Oh, I know, yeah.
No dessert before dinner.
Right, yeah.
No,
Did Goku just grab his ass?
No, he's kidding his...
So he looks like... Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
before you notice
even
that,
though he has no pocket.
It looks like he's scratching his ass.
Yeah.
And he's getting a
You
little...
gotta scratch your ass.
Hey, you don't gotta scratch your ass.
Hey.
Gohan looks like a little bitch.
Yes. What was some of the other lies? Oh, there was the if you masturbate too much, you go blind.
Oh yeah, you'll get hair in your palms.
I didn't get that one. Wait,
I've heard that one before. Yeah, you'll get hairy palms.
And they'll know. That's how they'll know you're beating off. Like your palms will be hairy.
Wow. Okay. That's a new one. I have not heard that before.
Yeah, they're like. That's why they call it like the hand of the devil or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah, no.
I know that's the guy. I don't got that right. Yeah. It's something about the devil. Devil's hand or something.
Oh, isn't it just... Well, no, it's...
Well, the idle hands are the devil's hands. But when your hands are, idle for too long, then you're like, at least
I don't really have that problem, but okay.
Listen, every man at one point when they're just home alone, they're like, listen, I've been here too long, like, my hands haven't been doing anything.
Hey Stan, thanks for hosting us, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Was Sid Vicious on your doormat because his ankle that time?
No. I mean...
Yeah, we gave you a follow back, man. Hopefully it went through.
Yeah, you got to follow. We got you, man.
Let me make sure. With the Switch app, you never know. But yeah, we should be on there.
We got you.
Yeah.
Might cause some trouble later.
Problem,
Best
dude.
to deal with this now.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
Hopefully
thank
you're,
you.
Staying safe and healthy.
Yeah. Well, he's a
Everything kind of sucks right now.
he's a stop and shop worker, so
oh,
he's
geez.
probably seen some shit.
You're the real MVP then.
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously.
Yeah, we should be thank
Thank
you,
man. Wow.
If anything, the last week or two have really exposed how important those people are.
Seriously. Yeah. Warzone. Nice.
Solo's a lot.
Yeah.
I've been in the war zone. So he's in the war zone. He's playing war zone.
You're in multiple war zones.
Yeah.
So, my toes. I wonder if this would like a person with like diabetes feels this way. Like my toes just feel like really fat right now, like fatter than usual.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice and swollen later.
Oh, it is right now. It's
it
vicious
is now.
right now. I can tell.
Tomorrow's gonna be fun for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, you've been flying around the objective marker for 5 minutes. You can actually go do it.
Where is it though?
It's literally the red marker on your map. Like
This one right here?
no, that's
That
you don't wanna
glowing
fight
red
the
thing.
red line.
Might cause some
Go
trouble
back to your
later.
right.
Best to deal with
the
this
red
now.
line in the sky.
Oh. I mean, the pain's not helping. It's kind of like...
Oh yeah, you're distracted. What did you
Well,
think
and
of AEW last night?
So, I don't want to talk too much about it because on Tuesday we're going to have another wrestling show, I think.
Yeah.
I think we need to. But I think that they smashed it out the park. I think that one AEW show was better than all 3 WWE shows combined.
I think AEW showed WWE, this is how you do a show in an empty
For
stadium.
real, yes, yeah.
Like, legit.
But we'll go in.
And obviously, we'll get into it on Tuesday, but yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday we're going to have a wrestling show, because, I mean, we'll talk about some other things, but wrestling will be, like, the major thing, because that's really the only thing going on.
Was there a lot of audience?
So, not for WWE. They're empty.
Empty? No audience?
Empty stadium.
None of them had audiences.
None of them did.
Okay.
But AEW
Put
found
their
a way around
wrestlers,
that.
yeah.
Because
in
they
the
put
audience.
anyone who wasn't wrestling, they put them in the audience.
Which was really
How's your
cool.
training
Which was
going?
smart.
That's smart. Yeah, because
If
if they're
they're
audience,
anyway.
been better than having just blank,
Yep.
or empty chairs.
Instead of having Stone Cold Steve Austin do a reactionary promo to a
That was
empty
the
stadium.
worst Stone Cold promo I've ever seen in my
Holy shit.
lifetime.
Oh,
Not
But
very well.
if you guys
My
haven't
father's
seen
treating
that,
me like an obstacle
that's
rather
your
than a
homework
training
before
partner.
Tuesday. Go just go on Twitter or go on Google and look up Stone Cold Steve Austin Raw promo, and it'll come up.
Another thing, too,
Oh,
that I haven't watched NXT yet, but just from seeing the stuff on Twitter, it didn't look like it was great.
I didn't watch it.
It was.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
I heard it was just one big, like, you know how they do a documentary?
Yeah.
It was like Gargano versus Ciampa, and they did that
Oh, jeez.
while having Triple H and Tom. Well, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
On commentary. Like, why were they on commentary? There wasn't any matches. It's like, I don't understand. Like, Vince is like, there's no audience. They're not getting a match.
Yeah. Right.
When Byron interrupted, I honestly cringed.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Ugh.
Also, shout out to Byron, and I hope his little boys are okay. Because Stone Cold legit kicked it.
Oh,
He even,
right.
like, tweeted him, like, the next
He
day and was like,
apologized,
sorry,
yeah.
bro. Like,
Sorry, I kicked you square in the nuts.
lit those nuts up.
He's been like
Yeah.
that for 3 days now.
That was a direct
Just
nut
standing
shot.
there.
Standing. So Vegeta's just been standing there. So this is like smelling the air part 2.
I was gonna say he's doing the Goku smelling the air thing. Yeah. Yep.
That's Vegeta for you. If I had to guess, I'd say he's probably thinking about how to go beyond Super Saiyan.
What a creep. How did you know?
Yeah. Right.
Don't bother me, Kakarot. Get lost.
But it was definitely the worst WWE promo I've ever seen. I'm also sick of them rehashing stuff. But like I said, Tuesday we'll get into it all once I watch NXT, or at least try to watch NXT.
Have you guys watched DBZ Abridged? No, I have not.
Ah,
I have not.
Wait, what's
I'm
DBZ
ashamed
Abridged?
to
Is
say.
that Kai?
no. It's basically like somebody went on YouTube and like redubbed everybody's voices to like swear and stuff.
Oh, like it's basically adult DBZ.
Kinda.
Okay.
But I wasn't a big fan. Like, I don't know. Because I'm such a big fan of the show. I
Yeah.
felt it as them disrespecting them, kind of. I mean, they do have some funny stuff. Like, I've seen some stuff later on, like, as I got older and respected it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't watched much of it. Just, like, some of the funny stuff that's, like, memed or short videoed or something.
I might look some of it up, but yeah, there's still a lot of just actual DBZ I need to watch. So
Yeah, Jason over here still needs to watch Super,
yeah.
which I highly recommend.
I'm currently watching
Come
Super. I'm about
on, don't be like
53
that.
episodes in.
I know a
A
great
quarter of the
place to
well,
train.
a little over a quarter.
So what's the last thing
Hyperbolic
you've seen?
Time chamber.
Goku meets the Kai that makes Goku black.
Oh, okay. So it's about to get real.
Yeah.
I love Future Trunks is my favorite character. So anytime I get a little hit of Future Trunks, I'm happy.
Yeah.
He thinks, oh, a bridge is really good. Oh, it's so good, really. The stuff when
Male and
he
Kame
fused with Piccolo and they were in his head. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, maybe I'll check that out.
Pretty good time. Yeah.
You can get a year's worth of training there in just one day.
One day.
It's up at
Are
Kakarot.
you
serious? Seriously, come with us. You don't have to train with me or anything if you don't want to. Just so you know, 2 people can use the room at once. So to save time, you're gonna have to go in with Trunks.
Fine. But we're going in first. Got it.
Sure.
And they come out like really
It's like-
needy.
Yeah. Right.
I love it. He comes out and he thinks that, like, if he just bulks his muscles up, he'll be so much stronger, but it
Yeah.
makes him so much slower and he just gets his ass beat.
Oh yeah.
I used the room once before when I was a lot younger.
They
It was
stopped
beyond
after the Cell
brutal in
game,
there.
though, so they aren't
I
doing
can only
the
stay in there
Boo
for
Saga,
about a month.
Oh. Yeah, I heard what didn't they end it really like recently too? I read something that
Abridged?
I think they ended it recently.
Oh, okay.
Or they stopped making new episodes like not that long ago.
It's basically Dragon Ball Z, but they swear.
Yeah.
It's like, do you ever see like the can't think of his name, the Sponge dude, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
They have like a bridge show of him, and it's just like them swearing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically them swearing or saying like stupid, funny stuff. But a few of their voices are kind of like spot on almost.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I got that going for them, I guess.
I'm gonna take my
Now
foot.
you can go to comedy.
I need like an ace bandage.
You're gonna need more than that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Father,
I sprained my ankle one time
let
so
me
bad
train with you this time.
in like high school
I
playing
promise I
basketball
won't hold you back.
that my
Do whatever you
foot
want.
touched the side of my
Man, you
leg.
guys really don't get along, do you?
Oh.
And I was like, I definitely broke it. Hands
Oh.
down, I broke it. Like my whole foot was purple. I was like, hands down, I broke it. They were like, no, you for some reason your bone bent but didn't break, and I was like, nice, like cool.
Great.
And then I was on like crutches and like an air cast for like a month.
So this is
Oh,
that
that's
commie's
good.
look.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Also
Oh.
recommend
Yeah, it
Yu-Gi-Oh!
is.
Abridged too. It's worth a look. Alright. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged probably would be interesting.
I've seen some
So I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Like last year just to
like
you know,
over again.
just to really for sentimental purposes.
Yeah.
And season 1 through 3 is good. 4 and 5 they got away from it, and it
I'm not sure.
Is
it
four-
just went in a completely different direction.
Is 4 and 5 like when they changed like the lead guy, or no? They count that as
No,
something
it's the
completely
same guy, but they're like in this digital world, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
makes
yeah,
no sense.
Because then after that,
It's just like, all right, well, forget that.
like Yugi like dips out somewhere, and then
No, that's
they-
now. That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, there's like no, it goes
There's new ones now.
right, but they've changed some. There's like 3 or 4 dudes after
Yeah.
Yugi,
Yeah.
like
No, every time they change the character, they call it something instead
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
like
something.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The
Yeah.
5Ds or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. Well, that's
high
a-
school or
Yeah.
So, we'd like to train in the high.
yes, please tune in on Tuesday. I think
Yeah.
Okay with you?
you'll get a lot out of that. You can even like
Oh yeah, card games on motorbikes. That's one of them. Yep. That's true.
God, sounds bad.
you can even
Very well.
call in if you
This
want on
room
Tuesday.
comes equipped
Yeah.
with a bath, toilet, bed, and food. Good luck to you.
He's a big wrestling guy, so
Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll enjoy Tuesday then.
Are you sure you want me to train harder, Kakarot? My end goal is to take you out after all.
All right, Hardo.
It's probably gonna take more than one of us to take this enemy down. Go forward knowing that, okay?
In the future, you may very well regret this.
then you become like the softest, flaccid softo.
If it's okay, we'll head in first.
He already said you could, dude.
Yeah. No,
Good
that's
luck,
fine.
guys,
Go ahead.
and play nice.
Do I get to train as them in there? That'd be kind of cool.
I think there's.
I want to have all the time. We had that conversation a little while ago.
Oh yeah, it would be the greatest thing ever. Oh.
It's legit, but most people go crate. Okay, I was gonna say,
So
did they just walk in and walk out?
It's kinda
I was
hard
like, his
to
hand
breathe.
better be long. His hand better be long.
Gravity makes it hard to move. And there's nothing here.
Yeah, most people go crazy because it's just
empty
white.
Yeah.
space.
I would love that. That'd be awesome.
For a whole year, I don't know.
I'd
That'd
lose
be
my
tough.
mind.
That'd be tough.
Good. This is all I need.
I would bring all my books, all my video games, all my movies, everything I want to catch up on.
I don't think you can though.
No,
I think you just have to go in.
you get a
I
bed.
have to spend a
that's
year
it.
You can't bring
here
books
with my
and
father.
Whatever you're supposed to be, whatever's in here is what you need. Like, but maybe the books can't handle it.
Fine, I just work out every single day.
Fuck that. You'd be
Every
jacked.
single day.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Well, yeah.
It's like being in
that's-
prison.
Train with me, didn't
Yeah.
you? Then let's see what I'm
The
dealing with.
prison has more
Show
variety.
me what you've got.
Yeah, somebody gets shanked every once in a while.
Yeah, there's a little more excitement in there.
Okay, so I'm Vegeta.
Yeah.
I'm Trunks.
Now you're Vegeta.
Come at me full force. Don't hold back.
Okay. Here I
Get
go.
all movesets.
Big bang attack.
Bang attacks. I tried to get away, but I couldn't.
Big bang.
He's so fast.
Speaking of S-ranks, the RE3 demo?
No.
Nope.
I don't like Resident Evil, so never appealed to me. So yeah, Final Fantasy demo?
Yes, yeah. See, I kind of feel the same way about that. Final Fantasy never.
I haven't either. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a complete remake of the original one, and I mean, graphically wise, it looks amazing.
Graphic looks great.
I mean, but that's like a
Find out you're going
nowadays you
easy
can't
on
even
me
say
because
that
of your
anymore. It's a
power.
moot point. It's like a default. It's like
Yeah.
obviously the graphics are gonna look good.
Unless it's like a really like
It's like an indie game.
developer,
Yeah.
indie developer.
It's
who
just-
wants to play.
No matter who your opponent
Well,
is.
no matter what, every
come at them
AAA
as if
title
you
now
intend to
has
kill them,
graphics.
understand? You are
Like,
a
I-
member of
the
the
RE3
proud
demo,
warrior race
like,
of Saiyans.
Pretty good.
And on top of that,
it's
royal
good.
blood runs through
Still
your
not
veins.
enough
My
body
blood.
since RE3, but
I'm not like you, Father.
Nemesis is oh boy.
You're about to learn that nothing
Nemesis.
stands in my way.
He's like the Mr. X of RE3. He's like the villain that chases you around the whole game. That's really hard to beat.
Okay.
Oh my god, did they buff him up in the at least
Yeah, I
through the
heard.
demo? Oh god.
Goody. It looks like I found my next meal. I'm coming
It just
for
sounds
you,
like
Android
Yeah.
17 and 18.
What was the thing you were
Once
talking
I
about?
gather enough
Your
energy
smell?
from these filthy humans,
That sounds
I will
that sounds
absorb
like
the both of you.
Slamming the foot wasn't good.
Imagine
And
Cell
then I will
doing that
finally
speech
become
from
the
Gun earlier.
ultimate
Oh, what was it? You smell what?
Just told the girl that she smells yummy.
Oh yeah.
Anybody though, really? He just walks up. He's like,
smell
"You're
yummy.
smelling yummy today.
You should take her out on a date. She smells yummy.
Hey, sometimes, you know."
Now you'd like to know where's your next meal.
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. You got a pretty good spot on Cell,
I mean, if the girls do that sort of thing.
Hey, honestly, you get the right kind of woman.
Yeah,
She'd
exactly.
be into that.
I think most girls would be honored to be yummy.
Uh,
I'm just saying.
no, it depends on who says it. Depends
Yeah,
on who
right.
says it.
In a certain context, yes. They
If an attractive guy says it, yes. If a non-attractive guy says it, no.
Yeah, it's also just like, you know, if it's the right situation. Like, if she's just out about her day, like, if she's going to, like, check the mail or something, and you're like, hey, you smell yummy.
If
It's
the mailman
not
says
right.
to her,
It's also how you do it too. Like if you like slide up behind her and like whisper in her ear, like you're looking
Almost a
yummy
full
today.
day had passed
That's,
since
smelling
Vegeta
yummy.
and Trunks
Yeah.
had entered the hyperbolic time chamber.
Then you
guys
know,
need to up your game or something. I don't know.
Hey, I'm doing fine.
he's fine. I got no game. This is the only game. Well, this and Pokemon Go are the only game I got currently.
Do you have any other game for your Switch besides
we're gonna
Pokemon?
find him.
No,
There's too many
I got
places
Let's
for him
Go
to
and I got
hide, you know?
Pokemon Sword. Nothing else.
We're running out of
Not
time.
even like,
Cell's powered
Breath of the
himself
Wild?
up quite
No,
a bit
no, no.
already.
At least get like the
Well,
free one.
we might have to rely on
Oh,
eShop
I
on
think
the
I got
apps
like
for
a
this.
Kirby game, but I don't
Okay.
play
Let's
it.
just hope they can go
you
beyond.
can get Doom on there now.
I'll
Which makes no sense.
I'll buy a game at some point.
There's only like a handful of adult themed games on the Switch.
No, I mean, you can get like the classic Dooms for like
Oh.
$5.
Oh, you get the
Oh,
classic
I
one?
got
on
No, you
Switch.
can get the new Doom too.
Yeah, and that too.
I got all the old like you know when you buy the online you got all
Oh,
like,
go,
the
'cause
old
you have the
games.
online thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
all
all
the
those
old
in
games, but I don't play them either. I barely play Pokemon. I should be getting my competitive team ready.
Yeah.
I spent like hours upon hours cracking eggs to get perfect like Pokemon.
Oh,
And now that I have them, I haven't done it. They're just sitting there. They're like, "Hey, we're perfect. Can you like?
Yeah.
Are we not yummy
Do
enough for
something
you?"
with-
Like,
yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah. No, they're not. They're just not yummy enough.
Cell's fearsome
That's
evolution.
what his team name's gonna be. Team Yummy.
Have to be now.
And your entrance song can be the Justin Bieber song. You got the yummy yummy yum.
Oh, I don't know about
God.
Yeah.
And yummy's like spelled in a weird, obnoxious way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
with like an I? No.
I don't know, something.
No, you can do. I don't know. Like instead of YUMMY, you could do like YUMMIE.
No, but you have to make it more obnoxious than that.
I would
Okay.
just do YUMMI.
No, YUMMEE.
Ooh.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
there you
Yummy.
go. Yummy.
You like it, you smell yummy today.
Back at his place.
People are like, what the fuck did I get into tonight?
Poor Stan, like he hosted us, and now anyone who comes by, is
Right?
what
They're
the
like,
fuck- who
Stan, what the
are these
fuck is
guys?"
this, dude?
Just beat it, would you? You're not going to find.
They're like,
out
Stan,
who
what is
it
going on, bro?
These guys are creepy.
Or we just inspired a bunch of people, and tomorrow, like, people are gonna be calling people yummy.
Oh, I
Do
hope
you
not.
honestly
They're
think
like,
you
you
just
Stay,
going to
stay
tell your-
quarantined if that's what you're planning on doing.
Your choice.
You're smelling yummy, or like you're looking scrumptious. You never said that to somebody?
No.
No, I hate the word scrumptious. I don't-
Scrumptious,
I
what
don't.
is it?
I don't. It's not in my.
Scrumptious.
You guys
The
are
word
making it
scrumptious is
easy
not in
on
my
yourselves.
lexicon. Hate it.
I'm moist. Are you one of those people that hate moist?
I don't
No, I don't mind
You're
moist.
gonna stay right
Yeah.
here.
You
don't
never
need
walk
to
up,
get
you're
away.
like, you're looking scrump today, you know?
What is okay? What is your favorite word?
Favorite word for what situation?
No, no, just favorite word in
Just
general.
take one of them out.
Because I know what mine is.
Give me, well, I need an example, because
Okay.
I honestly couldn't
My
think.
favorite word is pulverize.
Pulverize.
Yes. Pulverize
Pulverize.
is a baller word.
Pulverize.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
And I first heard it in a baseball context. Because someone mashed like a 500-foot home run, and the guy was like, and he pulverizes that one to left center. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Pulverize.
Just the, yeah.
That is kind of cool.
That's a strong word.
That is a strong word.
Oh, I should see if like he has.
You know what my least favorite word is?
Lay it on me, scrumptious.
No. Meal.
Meal?
Yeah.
Why do you have a favorite?
Like I'm
least
gonna
favorite word?
I'm gonna have a meal.
Yeah, if someone says I'm gonna have a meal, I want to slap them in the face.
I don't have a meal, but a meal's like it's a
You know what
relatively
though?
common word.
You know what though? It does kind of piss me off.
You right?
Like I hate when somebody's like, "You want to go get a meal?" It's like,
Like,
no,
no.
let's go get fucking food,
Oh, let's get
or
food.
let's get
Yeah.
dinner.
Dinner,
you know,
lunch, whatever
Let's
it is.
grab something to eat. Like,
Apply
yeah,
the time of day.
A
and
meal
then
kinda
we'll Go
sucks.
get that.
it's
Yeah.
annoying.
If you say I'm gonna have a meal or I'd like to have a meal, be like I'd like to slap you.
So you know, you know what kind of annoys me is when people put in more complicated words. So like instead of hey, you want a drink? Would you like a beverage?
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
why?
Shall we go get libations?
Okay, libations? No.
Okay,
But like, would you like a beverage? No, I want
I'll
a
tell
I
drink.
you-
want a drink.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you the word that I hate.
Okay.
It used to be boisterous.
Boisterous.
Oh, that's a good one.
I didn't like it, but now I hate the word loquacious.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
s-
I hate
You know
that.
why?
shit.
Because the only people who use that word are fucking pretentious assholes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's really the concept, not the word itself.
Sometimes
Why am I in the water?
You
See,
get
it
my
doesn't matter
box.
who you are. If you say meal too much. There's also like the people who can't pronounce it properly. They don't pronounce like E. So they'll say like mel.
Who the fuck is Mel?
Whoa!
Oh,
If
no.
somebody said, "Let's get a Mel," I'd like beat their ass.
It's like the people who they can't say milk, they say milk. Like I'd like a
Who
glass
is
of
that?
milk. I'm like, well, I don't have that. I have milk. I don't have this milk stuff. that you're
I have never met anybody who says
Ooh,
Mel
you know
or
what?
Milk.
You know what pisses me off? When people call it a bagel instead of a
No,
bagel.
no,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a regional. That's a regional thing.
Don't care. Don't care. It's
Even
annoying.
if you're doing it ironically, it's annoying.
A
Because
bagel.
there are people who do it like to be funny. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a bagel. It's like, shut up. It's a bagel.
I know
sound
somebody.
like
I know somebody used to call it a bag, like for real. They would call it a bagel.
Really? They actually just
Because it's like it's like a family. The family call it a bagel. It's just like, yeah.
What else do I hate? Now this is fun.
I'm sure there's.
Overcomplicating.
I hate being underwater. Why am I fucking underwater?
Go above water.
I can't get out. I've tried. It's not letting me go up.
No, yeah. Just like dodge backwards until you go up.
That's what I thought I was doing, but the water's like fucking vast.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe if I dodge this way.
You just gotta fight on the water.
According to that 70s show, the word pig is very funny. kid. Just would keep hitting your head like 10 or 15 times.
I mean, yeah, it's a simple word, and but
We're almost there. We're almost there.
There you go.
Yes.
All
I had to
right.
get back to Connie's house.
and special
We've
Miss
been
Cannon.
missing. Yeah, that's what it should be called. Special Miss Cannon. That's what it should be called. What is he doing?
He was stunned.
Was a barrel roll?
Why did he like spin around like a creep
yeah,
though?
he's just-
Barrel roll. What the hell are they gonna barrel roll? There's a game or something. Barrel roll.
Oh, Star Fox.
Yes, thank you.
Star Fox?
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it does, yeah.
All right, hot take here. The Star Fox game when you're on the dinosaur planet, best Star Fox.
I've never played the original Star Fox game.
No, this is like a one where you're like in the plane, but you're walking around too. And a lot of people hate it because like they're like, you should just be in a plane the whole time. I'm like, no, fuck that. I want to walk around and fucking pound on dinosaurs.
I've never played a full Star Fox.
I tried and they blew ass. And then this one with the dinosaurs was awesome because it was like think like Zelda meets Star Fox. So you would like be running around like, and then you'd go in space and like.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
Was it not our open world adventure?
Yeah, kinda. It was like Star Fox Dinosaur Planet or
Wait,
something.
what console is this?
GameCube, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was. I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Stop doing the special
You have
mechanic.
literally missed the last 3 in a row.
It's fine.
Like,
I'm not.
That's 4.
now you've walked him.
I'm not. I'm not a good talker and player, I guess.
Oh, multitasker.
Well, no, I'm a good multitasker. It's just I can't talk and play.
You should play the show yet?
Oh, yeah.
How is it?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Looks sharp. They haven't changed a ton with it, but that's okay.
That's 5.
Unlike Madden, they don't mind.
I've hit like more than 5 though, anyways.
MLB The Show has the extreme benefit on its original build was good. So each time they come out with a new game, they just have to sharpen a few things.
So, I've never played the show, I don't know. I'm not a huge baseball person.
Yeah.
I've played Madden. I've played NBA. It's not like Madden, where every couple of years they do
No, the United States, which is, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Because that's how Madden screwed it up. They had a good game going. Up
NBA
until-
does the same thing. So.
Yeah, NBA does, but theirs is still pretty stable. It's good. Madden had,
Every
everything going.
couple of years they do.
Yeah, up through 2005. And after that, they were like, you know what we're gonna do? Change everything. And it just, they have made it good.
And they'll give you like the same thing. They'll just change the controls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like A for jump, they'll be like Y.
They're like, hey, you have like the defense stick, but now you're gonna use this like button combo.
Oh, remember the what was it? The stick ended up being like not blocking, but dodging.
Oh, the juke move.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
meant.
And then they did something with the stick where you would like do defensive things, right?
Yeah. So they put in the hit stick.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you learn how to use it, it's great. The problem is, okay, so if you're going up against, let's say, the Seattle, and they've got Bobby Wagner, who's like the best middle linebacker in football. If you go anywhere near him, the AI like shoots him towards you, and he hit sticks you every time. Even if you're like, 5-6 feet away from him. And hit stick usually causes a fumble. So if you play against Seattle, you can't go up the middle of the field because Bobby Wagner is going to take your head off every single time.
We're on
It's
the
like,
topic of football right now. Speaking of football,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of the world not making sense, Tom Brady's a fucking buccaneer
I think that
Why though? Like why?
because he's greedy.
because he's greedy.
He's a fucking greedy
So
son of a
Buccaneers
bitch.
offered him more money.
Yeah, he wants the money. Yeah.
You know what was bad though is supposedly the word is I can't think of what I wanted to say. That they offered him 25.
How much did he get on the Patriots?
He's getting 20. Patriots offered him 25
They offer him 25.
because they're gonna have 13 in dead cap anyways.
Yeah.
So they offered him 25, but Tampa Bay offered him 30.
So for an extra $5 million.
But he's getting an extra year. Patriots like we'll give you 25 for this year and then
Well,
we'll
we still don't-
reassess next year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. It could be a couple years. We don't know.
It could
How
be.
many
We don't
years.
actually know.
It could be
yet.
3 years. Knowing Tampa Bay,
So
they're probably
Tom
done
Brady's
with him.
officially a Buccaneer.
Not
No.
officially.
Okay.
Not officially. The contract hasn't been signed yet. But
Some people were
it's being
saying
reported that like, I mean, it's been reported by everybody that that's where he's going.
Some people were saying
Of
that
all teams, the Buccaneers really.
Yeah.
that
Yep.
the
Do they
language
really want him that desperately? Oh, they haven't done anything in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they haven't been to the playoffs in like 13 years or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Where did they get the 30 mil from?
I mean,
Because
they
they-
have a huge
yeah, they have a ton of caps. They don't have any other stars on that team, really. except
Oh, I
for,
mean-
like one wide receiver.
Yeah, but they're not making money because they've been sucking.
No, every NFL team makes money.
Yeah.
Even the ones that suck. So, yeah, it's I don't know.
So does that mean that Madden 18 with him on the cover is going to become like cultivating?
I don't know.
Looks like someone wants to die.
But Pat Mahomes, first man to break the Madden curse.
No, that's not true. Gronk did.
Yeah, Gronk.
Did he though?
Yeah.
He got
Gronk-
injured like 2 years later.
Gronk was on the cover when they
17.
won it in 17.
But I
Because it was
thought,
Gronk, then Brady.
Yeah.
no, I thought when he was on the cover was the year that he got hurt in the Super Bowl. That he didn't do anything in the Super Bowl.
I thought they drafted
Look it up. Look it up.
I could have sworn that that's the year they
Because everybody's saying Mahomes is the first dude to beat it.
Or are you excited, by the way, that Gronk's going to host WrestleMania?
No. I love how New Japan's like trash to them, but they're stealing their motto. Like they're stealing their like.
But do you guys like the fact that Gronk is kind of wrestling there?
He's not gonna wrestle. His back couldn't handle it.
He won't wrestle. He's going to do crap like that when he hosts special
And then there'll be a
events.
point where he comes in and like shoulder blocks
Yeah, he'll
somebody.
do like run-ins, but he's not gonna wrestle both matches. And honestly, like Gronk pissed me off towards the end of his Patriots tenure. Like I was so sick of him
Why?
because he did this bull crap where basically he held the team over a barrel because they didn't know if he was gonna retire or not.
And then he retired like a scumbag.
So they missed out on a bunch of free agents because like other tight ends were like, well, I don't want to sign because if Gronk comes back, then I'm not going to play
Right.
second fiddle to him. So they missed out on all these guys. And then Gronk, after free agency, was like, yeah, I'm going to retire. And he left them just with nobody. And it was like, dude, you could have told us this months ago. Like, you dragged your feet about it. And then, like, he's off, like, doing the Gronk cruise and, you know, doing, like, all this goofy stuff.
He's a
And
party
it's like,
animal, so yeah,
oh,
that's all he
yeah,
does.
just
What would you do if Gronk comes back and then
not-
ask them to trade him to Tampa Bay?
Not care.
if I'm Belichick, I don't trade him.
This
Screw
power
you.
is amazing.
Or I go, okay, I'll trade you, but Tampa, you're going to give me 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, that would never happen.
I wonder how
Belichick would not trade him to Tampa.
Yeah.
From this thing is
He would hold Gronk over a barrel.
A lot of people are saying that they're probably gonna trade what's his name?
Edelman?
Yep.
Yeah, and you know what?
That's spot
If
on.
Edelman's going to be a sourpuss about Brady leaving all year,
you know he is.
then trade him.
Which sucks, because I mean, Gronk, Brady, and Edelman made
What,
the
got
team.
nothing
Yeah,
to say?
but you know what?
I'll
If
just have
Edelman's
to
going to
kill
sit
you
there and
then.
pout all year, then
I wonder how
Bye.
Belichick thinks about Brady leaving.
This
He wanted
isn't
him
going to
gone.
be
I
as
think
easy as you
Belichick's happy.
think.
Yeah, he wanted him
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, he wanted him gone.
Why? Why do you want him gone?
he just, I think Belichick wants to prove he can win without Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
He
Because
wanted
that's
him
like the
gone.
one thing that
Well,
Because it's always been Brady and Belichick.
You're the only one
Yeah.
that's gonna
I think
fight.
Kraft really wanted him to
Just
stay.
If I can screw
But
up
by
that
the
one
time-
Android
by the
17,
time
I'll
Kraft
still
stepped
won't
in and
get
was
his
like,
perfect
hey,
body.
it was too late.
Let's fix this.
Yeah.
Tom's like, dude, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out, bro.
So you're right. Gronk did not win the Super Bowl the year he was on the cover. That was when the Broncos beat the Panthers.
So,
He had a bad year.
But someone broke the Madden curse before Mahomes did.
As far as I know, it was just Mahomes.
That first survivors.
Say who, like I would write like who broke them. Has anyone broken the Madden curse?
Okay, every Madden cover athlete from the
well, it's not Madden, it's every sport. Well, most sports.
Oh,
Then
it's
you have
Madden.
UFC.
It's just it's
No, it's
Madden.
not.
It's just Madden.
Madden's the only one that has a legit curse where like there's a long history of a player gets on there and then
I mean, the UFC one didn't do well for
the one where they have
Ronda.
It was
McGregor and Ronda.
and Ronda. They both lost. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Madden curse is longer.
What is that? bad.
Yeah, Gronk only played 8 games a year after the young man. God, remember Peyton Willis?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot he was on the Madden cover.
What is
Oh,
this
he
green
sucked.
thing? Well, he was good for that one season.
He had one good year in Cleveland.
Then they threw him on Madden, and that was it.
They're trying to get college football back. It's like a game.
Oh, please do. I want it to be so bad.
Because there hasn't been a college football game in a very long time.
What is this shield crap? Oh, it's stupid though.
Now for the finisher. Come. Get out of here.
I like how that actually.
Oh yeah.
I know it is, but like psychologically speaking, it's fascinating.
It really is. Yeah.
It's been going on for like what, 15, 20 years?
Maybe more than that.
More than that, yeah. They had their 20th anniversary during. No, they had their 25th anniversary. I want to say a couple years ago. So they've been going since the early 90s.
Yeah.
And the quiz has been going on the entire time.
It's gotten worse with like.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah, no, Mahomes is the first.
Yeah.
So the one I was thinking about was Brady, but that was the year we lost to the fucking Eagles.
Oh yeah, baby.
So what year was Mahomes?
He was
this
last
year. He
He was the most recent one, and
Yeah.
Oh, 20.
Yeah.
I mean, people are giving like, tomato crap where they're like, bro, he did pop his knee out, but he came back in 2 fucking games.
Yeah.
Like a champion.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Led the Chiefs.
I didn't mean to do it. Mr. Critiquer.
I'm a backseat gamer.
Right. Nature and I are in the best spots.
Hey, John, you're the one that chose to play this game, so.
Don't worry, he'll get his comeuppance on me when I gotta be the next one to man.
Oh, then you'll
I'll
get,
probably have to play an Xbox game, so it's gonna be Fumble City.
and you'll get like witty one-liners from me and everything.
You gotta pick out an Xbox game to play then.
We'll do something.
It's like picking out which one of these ugly cats do I like best.
There are some good Xbox games, dude, that you're gonna be like, wow, this is awesome. I promise. We should at some point we should at some point we should play like the Gears of War games. I think you'd like them.
Those sound like
We might be evenly matched in power,
Are you into
but
shooting
when it
games?
comes to stamina, you've lost.
How are you doing on Fortnite?
I've got
Oh, awesome.
infinite energy reserves after all.
No, I'm legit like really good at Fortnite.
No 10-year-olds kicking your ass?
No, usually I kick their ass.
Oh shit, he's about to steal one.
Oh, hey buddy.
Damn it. I was so focused on the fight, I didn't realize he was on his way
Okay,
here.
so I have a question about Cell,
Yeah.
which you'll see when this cutscene goes further. So I have a question about how he absorbs it.
He throws him through to his tail.
Okay, but the way this game does it, I don't remember.
Okay.
In the show.
No, the
We'll find out.
needle on his tail, it gets bigger.
It becomes
That's
a
how
and
it
then, like,
is?
sucks
Yeah.
them in.
So I thought he like almost like stabbed them and just like drained them.
Oh,
He does that to humans.
He does that to humans.
Yeah,
To
that's
them,
humans.
To
he
them,
turns his
just-
tail like a funnel, and he like funnels them in his body.
Because I could have sworn I was like, wait, how do you drink this? Like I remember that being like
That's to
scary.
the human, because them he needs them intact.
Yeah.
Like they like basically like fuse with them kind of.
Okay.
The humans he just steals their energy as like food.
Yeah. Because I remember that scaring the crap out of me.
That is such a short-sighted perspective.
I didn't like
prefer to
insects
call
with
them
stingers to
donors.
begin with.
They're the ones I have to thank for my power, after all.
After all, I hope you're yummy.
Get out of here right now! He's going to
Hey,
absorb you,
17, you're
17!
smelling yummy.
What? Absorb me? What are you talking about?
Yummy with that utility belt.
I'll make it
Wait, he has a gun?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, kind of weird, right?
What?
He's like a cowboy thing going
Hold on a
on.
second. I've never seen him have a gun.
Yeah, he just has a gun. Yeah.
Is that legit?
No,
Did he
no,
always
it
have
was
a
like
gun?
a one gun.
Can you look that up? Did he have a gun in like the show? I don't remember having a gun.
was created by Dr. Giroux's computer. But apparently,
And it's cool. You'll see him again in Super, and he has like
Android 18. Oh, no,
17.
form.
Yeah, you see him, and he comes back in Super.
What?
Rejoice, my friend.
No, he had a knife in the
That's
show.
that's legit.
It's like a combat knife. Yeah.
Yeah. Why
For no
a fucking
particular
gun?
reason, even though he's so powerful.
Although, wait a minute. Is it a gun?
I will finally evolve into what Dr. Giroux spent his life trying to...
What are you talking about? You're looking at
So
the
he
Ultimate
did have a
Warrior
gun.
right here.
And there are screen caps of him aiming said gun. at people.
What?
In what show? I don't remember that.
There's that one.
That's not real though. Is that real? What?
Could be in Kai or a bridge or something.
I don't.
But he does have a gun. Yeah.
Don't
Whether
roll
you
your ankles,
desire
folks.
it or not is
It's not fun.
I don't
Having
plan to.
trouble
Fucking
shutting that
hurts.
mouth here. Let
I haven't
me
done
help.
it in a long time. I used to do it so much that my friends would laugh at me because like I'd just be walking down the street and my ankle would just twist.
I mean,
But I haven't done it in like maybe like 2 or 3 years. I was like sprain free, roll free, and then I fucking butted up that roll and fucking.
What else we got here? Let's take another one.
we got a whole assortment.
The white was good, so. Was the Bayer good? Bayer?
Yeah, well,
Beer was good.
the BF.
Bayer.
You finally
good.
started talking.
I think it's down your alley. It's kind of
Telling me
light.
to run away?
He's like light.
like, joint.
What's this? Oh, Pilsner? Pilsner's
Give me
white.
a break.
It's good.
I know Pilsner's white. The white I've already had. What's this? Oh, India Pale. No, not for me. I know that's not for me.
Wait, do you fight both? You team up?
No.
Oh. How far have you gotten?
I'm like a little bit past this. Not too
You're
far.
kidding me. Phil's power level is through the roof.
I need to like get some like
Medication?
some tape.
Painkillers?
I don't have any painkillers. I got muscle relaxers, but that's it.
I mean, that does kind of help.
But it's like a joint, not really a muscle, right?
isn't it?
I mean, anything.
There's nothing we can do now.
Krillin, Bulma's on the phone.
No.
Sick.
All right. Cool.
Want to talk to Bulma?
What's up?
Figured it out. I know how to take the androids down.
Really?
Yeah. Androids 17 and 18 are equipped with emergency shutdown circuits.
I don't remember
If you can
that being the
activate those
case.
to immobilize them, they'll be sitting ducks.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
And I've already made a remote control that can do that.
Savage.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bulma. Can you bring that thing here?
One step ahead of you. I'm already on my way and I'll be there soon.
Bulma, you shouldn't be talking on the phone and driving.
Yeah,
Awesome,
right.
You're the best.
Jeez.
Bad influence on us.
We hands free now. It's the law.
Yeah.
I might not be able to do much, but it's come back.
Well,
There's nothing I
Some
can
of
do.
us
I
need to
sure
spin
do miss
some
the
focus
days
stops
of
and
being
stuff.
the world.
I mean, now that I'm not supposed to be outside playing it, like I'm,
So this is the remote control, huh?
you know, spinning it whenever I can. I'm doing what I can.
Remember, you need
Do you
to
think
be within
Vegeta
about
like
10
whispered in
yards
Bulma's
for it
ear
to
that she
work.
was yummy?
And that's not all.
Oh God.
I've
If
prepared
anything,
battle
Bulma did it to
outfits
him.
like
Yeah, right.
Vegeta's for everyone.
I can't
Goku and the
imagine.
And
guys
he's just,
could use
don't
those.
call me yummy!
They're at Tommy's lookout.
I'm powerful.
Could you take him there?
Sure thing. Good luck, Krillin. Make sure you blow those androids to pieces.
Oh, great.
Blow them to pieces.
All of California is on lockdown now.
Did they lock it down? My sister was texting
First
me
it was
earlier.
Jersey, now it's
Well,
California.
they're gonna,
It's gonna be here.
you're gonna have to lock everything down because that's what all the other places did, and that's how the only reason they got sick. Because in Florida, the people were at the beach like
Florida, those morons.
partying
I know,
at
I
the
It's
beach.
saw
still
that.
at
Like,
spring break.
yeah. So it's like,
Did you see the Disney thing?
No.
Oh
They're
yeah,
losing 20
Disney was
million a
having-
day or something.
No. Before they closed, they were like having some big
Oh, parade.
anniversary
And
celebration.
everybody was hugging.
Huge crowd of people.
Yeah.
Just,
Brendan was there and he was
This
hugging
freak's
people
more
and
powerful
like
than I
slapping,
Brendan.
slapping people 5 and stuff.
Jesus.
Are we done playing
He was like, I was
around?
hugging people, slapping them 5.
Yeah, lockdown's coming.
It is coming. It is.
If California's like Massachusetts.
Well, they were the worst though. Them and Seattle were the worst. Like, well, Northern California.
Massachusetts.
Southern California, like a few people died yesterday or today or something. So like,
Mass is one of the worst states.
we're neck. We're soon.
We're totally gonna get it.
He did that with just one
I
attempt.
No.
think my worst fear. I hate being. Well, I don't like.
That's
I
gonna
hate
suck.
being in the
Yeah.
house.
Well, I mean, so basically,
I can't believe it.
What would happen if you left the house?
Too
Like, the
powerful.
police
oh, that's what happened to the dude playing Pokemon Go. He got
Yeah.
arrested.
do.
Yeah, I mean,
They arrested him.
Why don't you
be-
say, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'll go back home right now.
You.
Maybe.
I think
Maybe
you,
we should try
at
to
this
get
point,
out
you
of
know.
here while we can.
The only way you can go home. What I would just do is
You
I'd be like,
should
oh, I'm
leave.
going to the store to get groceries. Is he
I
gonna
will
fucking
stay.
follow me to the store? Then I'll
Sure,
drive to
yeah.
the store and go in the store and
yeah.
buy
I
something.
mean, yeah.
Stay
You know what I
behind
mean?
and
Like,
destroy
oh,
Cell.
I'm going to
Are
see
you
my doctor. Is he
crazy?
gonna fucking
They'll
come to
kill
my
you in
doctor's
an
appointment and
instant.
like put the gurney on me, like,
You are
or the
good
Johnny, or
people.
the fuck they call it?
Yeah,
Like,
You did not harm innocent humans or animals.
it's like, seriously, like, how do they know?
I have enjoyed.
But
our
that
time
supposedly,
together.
when you're on lockdown, you can only get groceries and
And medication.
/ go to a doctor.
Yeah.
So I don't even
For
think you,
food or medical purposes, yeah.
I don't think you can work.
Hey, Richard, how was the game? John, how's the game?
Oh,
You
it's
playing?
good. This is my other
It's
brother,
good.
Richard. How you doing, man?
Richard.
I like it a lot. I think it's a lot better than I expected it to be. There are some dumb like little things to it that I wish they'd kind of like tighten up, but other than that, like it's pretty great. I enjoy it.
What dumb little things in Mountain
We talked about it last week a little bit.
Well, you drive the car.
the car was the greatest thing ever.
John was very excited about
Goku gets his license, like
Yeah.
that alone. So Richard,
I didn't watch that.
Goku and Piccolo get their license in the game, like in the show, and that alone made the game like an 8.
I wish I saw you do that.
It was excellent.
You're joking,
was
right?
very
I'm not just gonna run
Um,
away without giving that monster his just desserts. If anyone's gonna finish
But,
you off, it's
like,
me.
little
Come
stupid
on,
things
show
like-
yourself.
The fetch quests.
Yeah.
Looking for me?
Um,
Here I am.
The fact that you make wishes on the Dragon Balls and you make wishes on the Dragon Balls to like bring someone back to life to fight them, but only certain people can fight them. So like we had Dodoria sitting up like on an island waiting for Gohan to come. His fucking fat pink ass. I think the combat's really good. I like that you can. I like the flash steps and like the dodging.
I forgot how dumb this version of Cell looks.
He does look
with
kinda
the
dumb.
lips.
And the nose, like the
Yeah.
tomato nose.
Ugh.
I think the fighting is really good.
Yeah, the combat's good.
Combat's really good.
It's fun.
Have you guys played any of the other Dragon Ball games?
I
I
think,
played DBZ Fighters.
Fighters?
Yeah.
That's strictly a fighting game. I
Yeah.
think. That's,
but I
that's
think
part of it.
this is like DBZ Fighter meets RPG.
Yeah, it is.
I think though that another thing that slightly annoys me is it's called DBZ Kakarot,
Oh, yeah.
but you're Gohan and other people more than you're Goku. You're like Goku like 3 times in the game. Like right now I'm Piccolo.
He wasn't a waste after all.
Yeah, it hasn't been that much of Goku.
Now, let's
I mean,
check
obviously
my
he's been
power,
there, but in
shall
terms
we?
of like playable moments with him, there haven't been.
Don't worry, Android 18. I haven't forgotten about
I
you.
thought she gets away for a little
Time
bit
to
though.
create perfection.
Okay. And then I remember someone punches him like in the stomach and he spits one of them out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Ah! Sounds like he busted a nut.
What are you doing? Get out
Punches
of
the
here!
dude. What are you
I
doing?
know. Yeah. Well, that's why he has energy saved up. That's why he was avoiding.
I like how he's just like, ah! It's just like,
Yeah.
it's when you're home alone, just cranking him out.
Yeah.
Tien, that's enough. You must stop this now.
Tien, you'll go blind.
You're gonna die if
In all three eyes.
Or get hairy palms.
Yeah, right.
Your palms are looking hairy, Tien. Stop this.
Bad time.
Oh, sick.
Speaking of being able to be Goku.
I'm on my way. Still
So
alive.
this is the part where I'm at. I saved at this point. So
Does he die here?
Tien dies all the time.
yeah, Tien.
No, but I didn't think he died again, though.
I don't think he
Fools!
does.
I will not be stopped by a weak, pathetic fool like
Now he just sounds
Tien.
like he's fat.
Yeah, right.
Like he's
I
like,
will not be stopped.
that box from KFC looks good. Oh, bucket.
Not gonna quarantine my ass. I'm gonna keep getting fast food. It's essential items.
Need to get me a box of Colonel Crispy strips.
You're a cell. Wait.
Now that's yummy.
Still alive.
I don't know what you're doing here.
It really does.
No, your voice actually spot on.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like
I don't know. How are you? Did you bring more food?
are those eclairs.
But I'm
Like,
not letting you get away.
I hope you got a 50 pack.
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like in the original Men in Black when the alien eats that
Yeah,
guy
the
for
fat-
the first time and he's trying to like adjust the body and he goes in to see his wife's like, I want
Sure.
in water.
Yes.
He sounds like that.
Yeah.
That's the dude that when he like pulls his face back.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is
It
that
does sound like that. Honestly, though, a little bit, he kind of sounds like Vince if he gained weight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you how to do a fucking WrestleMania. We're gonna copy those Japanese boys. We'll do it better than them. I don't care if the stadium's empty. Damn it.
I thought they were.
Still do it.
I thought they were gonna go to. Ooh, that was a nice dodge,
Yeah,
and that was the guided. That was guided.
Richard, still watching. You might find the combat looks like really fast.
I mean, it is
when I first looked at it, but
but
like,
you get
when
used to it.
When you're playing it, it doesn't feel too fast. Not once you get used to it.
Like the dodging is really cool. I think. I
Yeah.
love the flash steps.
So I remember when I first looked at it, I don't know, it seems too heavy. I don't think I like that.
I think at first oof.
Oh, you already got it.
At first, it does feel a little too much, but you get used to it pretty fast.
It's like those ones. Although there are some games, I tried to play Neo again.
Was the first one or the second?
First one. So I was like, well, I'm hearing good things about the second one, but I want to get through the first one and then play it. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna make this is our third attempt. First boss.
Whoa,
Pissed me off so much. I got this one.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do this. It's not real.
Yeah. I felt the same way about Sekiro.
Oh, Sekiro.
So you have no plans of playing Neo 2?
Oh, that better be an S.
Go out of here right now.
Not bad, not bad.
Richard, if you're still listening, I viciously rolled my ankle today. So he's been there for some many ankle rolls.
Oh yeah.
How did he move that fast?
He was there when I did the double ankle and kept playing
There's no way
basketball.
around it.
He can confirm
No
that.
match for you, I know that. But give me just one day. Do it, and I'll give you a
Ankle
good
roll
fight.
for the worst.
I promise you that.
This one's really bad. It popped.
You gotta be joking.
It sounded like when when somebody sticks their finger in their mouth and goes, I can't do it.
Tony Maz special.
Yeah, I can't
I
do
can't
it.
do it either.
Gotta
Yeah.
hang in there
But
for
that's
me.
what it. Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
And I was just, it popped, and I was just like,
We're back at
ooh.
Tommy's lookout.
And then I took another step, and I was like, ooh.
Is your ankle balloon? I don't know what it's supposed to look like, so I can't tell you.
Looks okay.
Looks like an ankle.
It hurts really bad.
This stream is now R-rated. John's showing feet.
Quick, put your foot up to the camera.
He's showing his feet, and he was talking about being yummy earlier.
Hey, some people like that. Do I get to be fucking Sal?
This just turned into a whole different stream.
Yeah, right. This is
One we should get paid for.
this is like a cam show now.
Imagine Twitch is like,
Yeah.
all right, guys, like you.
We're gonna get an email from Twitch and be like, so regarding your last video.
Oh, it's not a balloon yet, but my toes feel very fat because they're swollen.
Fun times.
I legit haven't like sprained or rolled my ankle in like years,
I don't think I've ever done
and I used to do it daily, like legitimately. I'd walk down the street and I'd be like, "Oh fuck!" Like, then my ankle would just twist, and then I'd tie my boot and I'd be okay. I keep walking.
Well, you're not wearing boots.
Oh, I
so
know.
you can tie like that.
And now I can't tie it. That's
That's
so.
why it happened.
I've only ever sprained my ankle once, and it was because of a drunk girl.
Question: was she wearing heels?
No,
Okay.
no.
Why?
We were leaving a house party, and she was too drunk to drive. So I was like, all right, I'll drive your car back to campus. Obviously,
Legit, yeah, I would.
You was spraying walking off a curb.
I'd walk off a
Off a
curb and my
curb?
ankle would just twist. Yeah.
Jeez.
Basically,
So-
it was the same thing. I would legit walked out my house, but I walked out my house and my foot kind of like slid on my mat going into the house, like when you have like outside, like when you go in, like the welcome mat or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't too welcoming because
I was gonna say.
yeah,
Welcome.
legit. Sometimes I would legit just walk down the street and it would just twist. Like I'd be on solid ground, like, and it would just go, just fucking twist. Like,
Jesus.
yeah, there he is. Look at that
Yeah,
fucking
this
hairdo.
is our beefy boys, yeah.
My father broke through the Super Saiyan barrier in about 2 months. But he still wouldn't.
Trunks, that's enough now.
1-1.
You wouldn't say you loved me.
Look, you did it, Vegeta.
You could say that. You can go in next if you want to, but it would only be a waste of your time. I'm more than enough to clean up this mess. Cell and the androids don't stand
He's
a
always
chance.
so cocky.
Well,
And he gets
I
ass beat
went
90% of the time.
I feel like in Super he changes a little bit. He's not really cocky anymore.
Also, I like that his calves are bigger than his thighs.
Yeah, he does.
Vegeta's design makes no sense.
He's got some diesel
And
calves.
I don't know if
Right.
you notice in
Krillin said
you don't
won't
really
be
notice it here, but in Super, they make him look like he's like 5'5".
He is. He's really small.
He's
You don't
short.
see that in this though, or in Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, Gohan's like almost like half his size, or more than half his
Yeah.
size, and he's a kid.
Huh?
Yeah, you notice he's
Wait,
really
what's
small.
going
Like,
on
he looks
here?
small next to
Trunks,
Piccolo.
He's
Just
a
not
shit.
next to Piccolo.
yeah.
Yeah, but Piccolo's like 8 feet, I think.
Oh, I know.
Piccolo's like a freak, because like Tien's like a big
I know, look
dude,
at Tien,
and
yeah.
Piccolo's towering over
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But I don't realize Piccolo's that
Are you
tall.
wearing
He's
Oh,
like
no,
8 feet, I
Piccolo's-
think.
Yeah, he's a monster. Yeah.
There's
7 or 8
this
feet. He's a
room
big
here where 1 year passes inside.
Piccolo is
Just
Vince
1 day
McMahon's wet
passes out
dream.
here.
Yeah,
My father
he
and I were
is.
training in there.
He'd actually not be a stiff though.
No. But Vince would turn him into one. Hey, you know, it'd be a great move if you run around the ring and shoulder block like 4 guys.
I
I'm
fucking
gonna
hate
make
that.
you Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, I hate that shit. And then take it off you and give it to some fucking. I think actually I like Sami Zayn. They
He's-
just treat him like
He's
trash.
great, but he's not this version of it.
What the hell are you doing here, Bulma?
Here,
Hi, honey.
Vegeta's battle suit has great defensive properties. So,
I
made
love
some
Goku
for
in the
every-
suit. It's like one of my favorite
I
things.
forget about Goku in the suit. Oh god.
This stuff's a lot lighter than it looks.
What defensive properties does it have? It doesn't have any defensive properties.
It has really.
Well, it's got
Yeah.
a chest plate for one. Goku
Did
didn't
you
have one
not
of
hear
those
me,
before.
Kakarot? Your services aren't required.
Because you're gonna beat Cell, right? I heard ya. That's fine by me. All right, go.
That is such like
Time for some
passive
quality
aggressive,
father-son
like
training.
just F you from Goku. He's like, oh, because you're gonna beat him, right? Yeah, I heard you.
God.
Bitch.
Yeah, right.
And then you're. Am I Gohan?
You are Gohan. Yep.
Dragon Ball Gohan.
You have to be Gohan to go into the hyperbolic chamber,
You just fall off.
or just fuck off.
I'm going to beat fucking a pink piece of shit.
Oh yeah, that's right, Dodoria. The Roman Reigns vest. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You wear the Roman Reigns vest, you are unbeatable. Yep. Where did you? Okay.
He's. I will get it at one point.
Yeah, eventually. Quicker than that, but
I can't world map it?
Yeah. Just you probably have to like land. Maybe you can't do it while you're in midair. I don't know.
That's super lame.
Dad
No, you
trained
can.
here when he was a kid, huh?
What did you do? Where's your mini map?
I don't think you can do map at this point.
They're not letting me.
Okay, just go down there. Yeah, go to the fine. Yeah.
I want to beat Dodoria so bad.
Yeah, you might as well get him out of the way.
Little fucking fat pink fucking ass.
I was about to ask, isn't he purple? But no, he's not purple.
He's pink.
No,
He's pink. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
You have to fall off the animal.
You can. It's not gonna let you.
Can I fucking like fly there?
No.
How far am I? Oh, I'm on the opposite.
Yeah.
Dumb.
You gotta go to the tower.
Handle this.
Dumb. How am I gonna get to the tower?
Go up.
And then we'll be prompted to
Now you make me think of like the Saiyan armor is disappointing now, Richard. Thank you for ruining it for me. Stupid fucking Wolverines.
The big dog.
I heard that Vince was gonna not let certain matches like he'd have the matches, but like Brock's gonna beat McIntyre because he wants there to be an audience when McIntyre wins.
Yeah. No, Vince is gonna screw this up somehow. I'm gonna try the pop.
No, you are welcome, sir, for ruining the best.
It is
job,
completely ruined.
Good job, Richard. Remember, John, it's his yard. And he don't care about any scared bitches who say otherwise. I do like that, are we getting American Badass Undertaker?
It looks like it.
Okay, cool.
It
At least
looks
that,
like it.
is cool.
I don't know why though. Really?
I think it's time. People have actually been clamoring for that for a while. The Dead Man gimmick ran its course.
The only thing I remember about the American Badass was Jericho made him tap. He called him the Undertapper, and that was like the greatest thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I remember my memory of the American Badass is he had a title match. He was a champion. He had a title match against Jeff Hardy.
Yeah,
And this is when like Hardy was just a tag team guy. Like he was not anywhere close to being
and
pushed.
before like the drugs.
And it was and it was one of the best matches I'd ever seen. But he fucked up Jeff Hardy at the end of it. He gave him like a last ride where it literally looked like he broke his back.
He probably did.
Yeah, it was
Here we go.
nasty.
Do we get to fight in here again too? Probably, right? You probably fight Goku's Gohan.
Yeah, you probably do.
Really bad. He came out to Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yeah, WrestleMania.
Yeah, he did.
That was not a good match.
Wait, did he sing it?
No, Limp Bizkit did. They sang it live. Fred Durst.
Now I just picture like Taker Road.
No,
Like,
that was the one in Seattle where they had the wicked long ramp. So
Yeah.
thank God he was the American Badass because he did
people
the
probably would have
motorcycle.
fucking died, had a heart attack.
But that was the match where Nathan Jones came in at the end. That
This
stiff.
place is as big
Oh
as
my
the Earth
God.
itself.
One of Vince's favorites.
Yeah. Remember when they made him the Colossus of Boggo Road? Oh my God.
We're gonna spend a
Well,
year in here?
Let's get right into it.
You know what,
After all,
though?
It's not like we're here on vacation.
Nathan Jones was ass. He really was. Yeah. He's a better horror actor now than he was
First things
wrestler
first.
ever.
We're gonna make you a Super Saiyan.
I feel like
A Super Saiyan?
Lance Archer reminds
I don't
me
know if
of
I have what it
Nathan
takes.
Jones meets The Undertaker, but American Badass Undertaker.
But Archer's better. Archer's actually not bad. He's not.
He's borderline stiff.
He showed me a little bit in Japan. if he brings that same kind of stuff over
Don't
to
forget that
AEW.
you got
His
Sam
the
Thrower
promo
on
they
your
had though
whole
was
body.
kind of
Oh, that was tough.
that was dumb.
All that said,
Actually, the promo
any
reminded me
real
of like
type of training
stories
we
you
need
used
to
to
do
tell in
isn't
your
gonna
backyard
happen until
wrestling
you're
days. Like, is this
super
gonna look?
Richard, can you Richard, tell him about backyard wrestling because I don't think they believe me. Tell him the time that I fought a brick.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody needs to explain the brick story. Richard, call in on Tuesday and just tell us the brick story.
It was
from
a
your end, 'cause,
30-minute match.
I still every time you tell me you wrestled a brick, I just
Well, I picked up my friend Jose and I gave him like a jackknife power bomb and he landed on his neck, so he couldn't continue the match. So then like we needed a match, and there was a brick, and the brick was a villain of like the wrestling because our friend Mike got impaled on the brick and like it busted his nose.
okay.
So we were like the brick was like running in and attacking people. That was like the storyline. So it was just like time for me to take on the brick. Like there was
Yeah.
just so much tension between me and the brick, and then the brick won.
Was the brick sort of like Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie?
It was just like a brick that would like run in and like attack people.
Okay, but it's a brick, so, it can't
So someone
run
would
in.
pick up and be like, "The
Okay,
brick
so he
attacked
was,
you!"
he was like Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
yes,
Yeah,
kind of.
okay.
And then I wrestled the brick, and the
Yeah.
brick took me out.
How do you wrestle a brick?
That's a good. Is there video of this?
There is not a video.
Damn it.
I don't think. No, this is like before like
But like,
anyone had
how
cell
do
phone.
you,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
like in a physics sort of way, how do you actually accomplish wrestling? Brick?
There is a way you can do it.
Bricks like
Like I gave the brick a DDT.
Yeah, I can see you doing
Um,
that. I could give my cell phone a DDT right now.
Yeah, I try to give like the brick a DDT, and
You could pick any object in this room. I could give it a DDT.
yeah, I did a diving elbow.
it would help if I knew what a DDT
Yeah.
was.
In fact, destroyed my
you can
elbow.
diving a DDT is where you grab their head and you like trip them and drive their head into the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a really the stereotypical wrestling move.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was
It's-
like-
it's wrestling 101.
That was like
yeah.
one of my finishing moves, and I tried to hit it, but
Bust his elbow during the match.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
I dropped an elbow and cracked. You can probably still see the scar on my elbow. Probably.
Imagine doing like the Kyrie Sane elbow onto a brick. Your arm would just shatter. Oh no shit! Yeah, look at that. Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, at first. But don't get me wrong.
Legit, like
I'm
30
planning
minutes.
on going completely
Wow.
beyond Super Saiyan. I've got plans for you.
I had to go
too.
ham because
I
like we
want you
had
to
like
get
some
even
people in the
stronger than
neighborhood
that.
watching.
I know
Like there
you
used to
can
be a
do it.
group called the Sunsetters, and they'd come around and sing concerts, and then like they sang a concert, and then we had the wrestling after the concert, so we had like people watching and stuff.
Well,
So I had to
works
go
out
in.
then. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
It was quite entertaining, according to
Me?
Richard.
I
Stronger
bet.
than you?
Yeah. Oh man.
But I did get my rematch, and I did beat the brick finally.
Oh good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got your vengeance.
Yeah.
Good.
And it was like a squash match on the brick, like
Yeah.
the second time.
Nice.
Probably because like I really didn't want to get hit with a brick again.
Yep.
Yeah. I
If
can
anyone
imagine.
can do that, it's you.
Man.
Yeah, but he's still Gohan, so he can't really.
So what is he just gonna sprout up like a fucking
Yeah. He's
bean?
just, yep. He's just
Like a
gonna-
beanstalk?
Gohan was a
So no
badass.
rush.
I loved Gohan during the Cell
We'll
Saga.
take it nice
Well,
and slow.
He
at
gets
first.
so cocky
When he
though.
fought
That's
Cell.
enough
Yeah,
talk.
he gets a little too cocky.
And he looks so cool, like
Yeah, Team Gohan's awesome.
This may be just a warning. Don't go easy on him, okay?
Okay.
John literally tossed a brick in the air for a big and missed, by the way.
yeah, like miss and like smash myself on the ground. Yep.
Yeah, I can visualize that. Yep.
And then the brick gave me a pedigree.
Oh no! Okay, wait. Okay, so did you like put the brick on the back of your neck?
Yeah, and lift my-
Did you pedigree yourself.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say how the fuck is that?
There you go, Gohan. That's the stuff.
But that must have hurt because then the brick is gonna like.
Oh, it sucked. It was not
Jesus.
fun, dude.
Yeah. Just like it's gonna bounce and it's gonna hit your head.
When I was younger though, I was very crazy. I used to sometimes like smash myself on stand just to do it.
Didn't you say that like some kids were like picking on you and you like smashed your head against a rock or something and be like, okay, come at me?
Well, that was I kinda, yeah. I would like tackle like trash cans and stuff, and they'd like freak out, I'd be like, this kid's fucking nuts.
You think so?
Yeah. Or I'd like smash myself on like as we're getting ready to fight, I'm like, you want to fucking do this? You want to do this? You don't want to? And I'd smash myself, like, legit just, like, drop myself, like, Ric Flair style on cement. And they'd be like, fuck this, dude. This kid's a fucking psychopath. Like, and that would be it. Like,
As much as you make fun of him, that sounds like a very Lance Archer kind of thing to do.
maybe.
I mean, that's, you know,
What's going on? Where am I?
you're on the ground.
Yep.
So, you get
Oh. Why couldn't I see myself?
sometimes.
I don't know what he said. Focus on it.
Spirited the trash can at White Park.
Oh, yeah.
Took out the schools team.
I did, yeah. I was
and two
impressed.
kids who wanted to fight left.
They were like, legit, they were like, fuck this. Because I was like, I'll fight both of you. And they were like, all right, we're going to beat your ass, dude. And I was like, let's go. And I just, to
So
amp
this
myself
was-
up,
So this is one of those, it was one of those metal trash cans that's literally bolted.
and I knocked the bolts off the ground, yeah. But then I was like, after they left, I was like,
Yeah, I can
But,
imagine,
yeah, I was a fucking psychopath when I was younger.
Yeah. No, I think at that point, I would leave too. Like, you know what?
They were like, legit, they were like, fuck this.
Yeah. It's one thing to like fight someone who's just bigger than you. You know, it's another thing to fight someone who's crazy. And, yeah, that's.
And that has no problem hurting themselves to hurt you.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, no, you got this.
Now, if I try to smash myself on cement,
Oh,
that'd be it.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Well,
Goodbye.
the thing was, like, you stepped wrong and sprained your ankles.
Yeah, no.
But back then, it was the same thing. I would just deal with the sprained ankle and keep going.
It is.
So,
Your technique
this is
and
the
moves
story I
are
think you're
pretty
talking
great.
about.
Okay.
I'm betting you've got a pick
I was
on it
getting-
for all that.
We were at my friend's sister's house, and me and him were arguing, like fighting, like verbally, because like we made each other in NBA Street, but we made each other like,
Shitty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so he made me as this like fat dude with like a goatee and like a backwards hat and like armpit stains, and I made him as this like really skinny dude with like really high shorts and like a blue like feathered hairdo.
Okay.
So we were like just pissing each other because like we were pretending like it didn't bother us. We were both mad though that we made each other.
Yeah.
And then one of my other friends took me to Wendy's to go get food because he's like, well, let's go to Wendy's and get some food and
Go to
calm
Wendy's
down.
and- yeah.
So I'm back at my Wendy's or whatever, and my friend's like, let me get a nug, and I'm like, no. He's like, let me get a nugget, dude. I'm like, don't touch my nuggets, and because I'm still mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't touch my nuggets, and then he makes like.
You still remember the
He
look?
makes a face
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
and I lost it.
Yeah.
He takes
And he
takes
still
my
took the
nugget.
nugget
He
anyway.
takes the nugget. I dive over the table. I start pounding him, and like I like blacked out. And then he gets me in a headlock, and I'm like, "Don't get me in a headlock. I'm warning you, don't get me in a headlock."
Yeah.
He got me in the headlock. So then I like picked him up and like back suplexed him on the couch, and then like I ripped a curtain rod off the wall and like smashed myself with it.
Oh my god.
What did he say? He said you were
Not
pissed.
because he created you, but because he changed your guy.
Yes, that was
Okay.
it. That was what he did.
Yeah.
So like
So
my
you
guy,
had a guy and he went in and
he
changed
went
it.
in and changed it because he was
That
mad
is a
at the
bullshit move.
he
yeah.
was mad at the guy that I made for him.
For those of us who have slaved away for hours
Oh,
as
and I
character
did.
creators, when you finally get it perfect, you're like, oh, it's great. You don't want it to
I
end
never
when
did that.
someone
That was it,
actually-
Richard. Thank you.
Oh,
Because NBA Street, it sucked to make a guy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
NBA 2K sometimes sucks.
And
to
I
make one
remember,
out.
like,
Why make a guy? I never understood making a guy. Just
don't you want to play as yourself?
no. Just give
you
me a
don't do the
default
career
person.
mode in NBA.
I hate making a guy.
Making
Oh.
guys the best part.
No, I hate making guys.
Oh no, career mode in NBA is fun.
I hate making guys because there's just too many options. I don't want to do it. Just give me a random
That's the
person.
point. So you spend like that, like, when anytime I'd get a, like, WWE game,
Oh,
I'd spend,
yeah.
like, that first night,
The
like,
first night
legit a
was just
whole
creating.
night was just creating my
Yep.
guy.
The first night that MLB came out, like the midnight release, I was up till 3 a.m. making my guy.
I never
Yep.
understood. Whenever they give me the option of making my guy, I'm just give me the first option.
Oh, no,
first
no,
option.
no.
First option.
Detail, every
Just
detail.
Every
gotta be
detail.
perfect.
Every
No,
detail.
no, that pisses me off to no end.
And you know
Every
what?
detail.
You know what? My guy looks like me, and he looks awesome.
I
And
honestly
he is,
don't give a
and he
shit.
is currently in the Detroit Tigers minor league system.
I don't give a shit what
He's
the guy looks
tearing
like.
it up.
He says he hasn't put down MLB.
Oh, it's awesome. It's I love every year the MLB release is like my favorite time of year. It just sucks that I got drafted by the Tigers.
So you can't decide who picks you?
Well, you can go back to college for another year. The problem is, if you play really well, you're gonna get drafted by the worst team.
Right.
So like, it's either Detroit or Baltimore or.
I mean, at least Detroit's like got a
Detroit's
good
not
like
bad.
legacy kind of. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing for Detroit.
I wouldn't either. So I think I'll be okay. But like, you know, obviously I want to get drafted by like Boston or, you know,
Yeah,
even like Chicago. Or something.
Let out all your rage.
So
At
he's
least
on-
it's not the Yankees.
He's on the Marlins.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
Richard,
you're
you
right.
got
I don't
bad,
have it.
dude.
I don't have it that bad. Oh. Oh, you gotta wear those shitty uniforms too. Oh.
Yeah, like their uniforms now are like pretty bad.
They're awful.
They're like the orangey ones.
No, they changed them again.
So what are they now?
They're all white and they've got like a black and like a neon blue. That's it. The orange is gone.
what?
Look up the Marlins uniforms. They're trash now. They keep changing them. Like they just haven't got it right. I'm like, just go back to your original like teal stripes. Like, just do that.
Because they used to have an awesome.
The teal with the stripes was good when they were the Florida Marlins. Those were decent. Now they just like, they keep changing it and it. So yeah, that's it. That's their home uni. Yep.
That looks like absolute shit.
It looks like ass. Yeah.
This was their one before, and that was kind of lame.
That was lame. Yep.
What about what? They had an orange
So-
one that I thought was cool. Is this
Yeah.
one?
That's like their spring training or warm up thing. That's
Okay.
not it, yeah. So their road uniform is the all black. If you scroll up a bit, it's like that one. That's their road. It's trash, dude. You can't even like see the
Wow.
letters or the
Wow.
yeah. The orange one was good, and that was last year's, and they got rid of it. It's like they just. This is what happens when you let a New York Yankee take over your franchise. You screw it up.
Yeah, the orange one was kind of cool.
The orange one was cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm a big orange guy, so.
It's not gonna come to you right away. And
By
that's
the way,
okay.
I still have like the
Me and
championship
Vegeta
belt
had
for
to go
backyard
through a
wrestling
lot
in my
before
house.
we got it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was the Stone Cold Smoking Skull Belt,
That's a cool
except I colored the smoking parts red.
belt. Okay.
I'll bring it on.
Yeah, you
Tuesday.
should. That was a cool belt.
I still have it.
Every wrestling show, you gotta wear that belt.
Yeah.
There's no need to rush, Gohan.
Right.
I wonder, like, does he sound cooler? Like he's like, like, is he like just like cooler when he gets older? Like angsty teen Gohan?
I'm not a bitch anymore.
Like fuck you, Dad.
Yeah.
I'll come home whenever I want to.
Fuck those studies. I'm not doing that.
Mom, eat your books.
Yeah. Meanwhile, beefy Vegeta and Trunks.
The guy that John beat up at our friend's
Alright.
sister house, you should have seen the squash match he had in backyard wrestling.
Wait, did you face this guy in a match?
I'm coming too.
Is this the time you're talking about where I sat on him and gave him like a Walls of Jericho, and he started crying and he was like, "It's only because you're fat." Like, but back then I wasn't even really fat though.
Jeez.
Very well.
Was that?
It's like, no, it's because it's the Walls of Jericho, man. It is that?
Yeah, I got him in like
Yeah.
the Walls of Jericho and like really like had in deep, like mad deep.
Yes, Richard says. It's music.
Yeah. By the way, the line of the night from AEW is when the last match when Arn Anderson came out, and Jericho was like, "Oh, and here comes Arn with his Waffle House menu."
Jericho on commentary
Oh, he's
is
such
money.
He's so good.
Is money.
Oh my god, he's so good. Alright. So oh, you're going to Common House. Okay.
Sal's just chilling there.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, they might be going to get the thing from Bulma.
I mean, now if I tried to fight the same kid, he'd probably maybe beat my ass. He's like Jack now.
Big booted him, walls of Jericho, yep. And he started crying. We needed Mike to get you off of. Oh, to get ice. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. We should start a wrestling league.
And then like one of our friends was like hefty, and he did like a swanton bomb like
Oh, jeez.
on top. Like, remember that, Richard, when Clay swanton bombed me? It
You
was
don't-
bad.
If you don't do that right, that
He
hurts.
was maybe 250 easy, maybe more,
Yeah,
and he swanton bombed like viciously.
that hurts.
Like it was bad.
So this is where Kakarot and the others waste their time.
Damn, Vegeta. Wait, it's over. Oh, over there.
Is he just in the water?
I don't know.
Let me go up higher, because if I fucking have to fight in the water, I'm gonna be pissed. And there's fucking shitty
There's-
Dodoria
there's
just
Dodoria
chilling there.
Just chilling out.
Easy brain.
Yeah, I legit couldn't breathe.
Oh, jeez.
He fucked me up.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah. It bruised your lungs. You might want to go there faster because they're those. Whoever's behind you is about to catch up. So. Oh, hey, Sal. Can you bring more donuts?
I don't see 18 anywhere.
So, Big Mac ice, s'mores, at McDonald's.
Very well. Listen up, 18. You better make your presence known. If you don't, I'm going to start destroying.
Why would she care, though?
Yeah,
One at a time until I find you.
Like she's just gonna come whimpering out and go, oh, okay, sorry. Don't be mad.
So she won't come out. She's
What's this, Beauty and the Beast?
easy.
For real, right?
We'll come out for dinner. Oh, hey.
I'm really hungry, 18.
And I can't eat without you.
Damn it. Will you please join me for dinner?
That's Vegeta.
Yes, bless one.
What is it that you think you're
She's
doing
probably like, this
here?
dude's a fucking
Don't
scrub.
tell
I
me
beat his
you
ass.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
she's like, how is this dude gonna
She's
save
like, wait,
me?
this is my rescue committee?
I
Oh,
didn't come here to
Jesus.
stop you. I came here to tear
Great.
you limb
That
from
scrub
limb.
Vegeta and his pink-haired son.
Tear me limb from limb. You. That's hilarious. Oh, but I'm getting so tired of hearing you talk.
Alright, eat more burgers.
Take a good long look, Cell. I'm going to beat that stupid grin right off that annoying face of yours.
Oh. Yeah. There's beefy Vegeta.
There he is.
There he is.
That's like almost Super Saiyan 2. Like his hair changes a little bit.
Hey, look, his thighs are finally bigger than his calves.
Oh yeah, he's meaty. He's a big boy now. Did he dodge that?
Nope.
Okay.
Wow, Cell's
He's fast too. He's real
He's
fast.
fast. Yeah.
Holy shit. He's fucking fast. I like almost can't like even like
He definitely feels faster than Frieza. Yeah.
I feel like I'm really good at doing that.
Yep.
And I don't even know how I do it. I missed him?
No, you got some of them, but yeah, it's not a little bit right.
Holy shit! Like oh, I got 3 out. I didn't think you could get 3 out. Holy
Wow,
fuck.
look at that, what that did to his health. Wow.
Will not let this happen.
I'll laugh. I was gonna say
I
that's
was gonna
my
say-
S rank.
I had barely any health off.
Yeah, alright.
Like he hit me like once. I asked for extra bacon on that.
Should have had the double stack before this.
Looks like I'm a little too much for you to handle now, aren't I?
And then, like a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
lets him fucking eat her up.
How is this happening? You're Vegeta, right?
Maybe like the
Vegeta.
bonehead fucking
Yeah,
move
this is
and
not his finest moment.
Wrong.
Super Vegeta.
I am Super Vegeta.
Look at that bulging vein.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that power level is huge. Amazing. So that's the new and improved Vegeta, huh? So is Trunks that strong too? I don't see Goku or Gohan anywhere. It's the androids. They were here the whole time? Cell, Vegeta, Trunks, they don't know they're here, do they?
Yeah, so maybe keep it that way.
I've got to be within 10 yards of them. For the... Here goes nothing.
Go. He sounds like fucking Goofy.
Yeah, right.
Bro, this can't be. This can't be happening.
I can't get Super Size Fries anymore.
If I could
That was
only
legit
gain
me
the
when that
energy
happened to
I
me,
need
though.
fight you with my perfect body.
What's that?
What do you mean you're out of
You think
spicy
getting a
nuggets?
perfect body
That
is
would be me
enough to
too.
beat me?
What?
That's how John would go Super Saiyan. He'd be in the
I'd be like, spicy nuggets! I'd be like, no spicy nuggets!
I can totally see that happening
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
That's really how it would be.
Okay.
Just think, I fought like my friend because he took a normal nugget.
Yeah.
If it was like, it was really the face.
Yeah.
Like the face, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, I should be within
it was
10
like,
yards of them.
ooh, like,
I gotta make sure I shut 18 down.
if he took a spicy
Destroy
nug
her.
though,
Oh, yeah.
This
You
is
would've
my
killed
only
him.
shot.
He may not
Better
have
make
made
it count.
it got to the point that like
I gotta go break this here.
my friends had to like legitimately like pull like him away and like get him out the house because I might
To this day, that face haunts John's dream.
It
Yeah.
really does. It does.
Oh, Krillin, jeez.
Truly does. That it was the worst. Like
Come on, Krillin, nut up. Hello.
You. That's an emergency shutdown remote control. Why does he have that?
Well,
I've never seen John go after someone like the face was like the original thing that made me snap, but then him getting me in the headlocks, like where
oh yeah, well that's just
I like went to a new level.
that's like primal instinct taking over. Yeah.
like that. I
If
can't.
someone gets you in a headlock, you're
I
gonna
hate
fucking
it.
fight.
I fucking hate
Oh
it.
yeah.
And I warned him. I was like, "Don't get me in the headlock."
No.
I was like, "Don't do it."
I
I was like, "I'm warning you."
the most damage I've ever done to another human being was when I got put in a headlock.
I was like, "Don't do it."
Yeah, it was no. For sure.
I was like, yeah, 3 times. Like, no, and I
And,
just
like,
lost
It was even worse because I got put in a headlock for trying to. My friend was fighting this other guy, and one of their guys tried to jump in and be like third man in. So I was like, So I went in to pull him off.
Yeah.
And then a fourth guy came in. He's the one who put me in the headlock. So I was pissed because I'm like, I'm just trying to keep this a one-on-one fight.
Sorry.
And now you put me in a
Yeah.
headlock.
And then I just
Now I'm
lost
gonna
it.
go ballistic.
And then I fucking like back suplexed him on the couch, and
Yeah.
then just fucking.
Oh, I just
overhand.
started hammering elbows at this guy.
Yeah.
His midsection. Yeah, it was.
Huh?
Krillin.
Yeah.
I forgot
Go on.
that he.
Get out of here while you still can.
He's like in lockdown.
Avoid
No,
Cell
but, like,
and live
really-
your life.
Why did you destroy that? That was your only chance.
He wants to stick it in. you.
Yeah, it kind of.
I mean, she's a good looking.
No, sure.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I mean,
Like-
honestly, like for Krillin, that's probably the best you can do.
If I could achieve my perfect form, power, speed, technique, intelligence, I would be perfect in every way.
Yeah.
The computer
Getting me in a
told as
headlock?
much.
can't do it. I just lose my mind.
Is this true? Could achieving this perfect form of yours actually close the gap between us?
How many times are you gonna make me repeat
I feel like everybody
myself?
has that thing that if you do to them, they fucking lose their mind.
Yeah, that's
Apparently, for you, it's Nuggets.
No, it's the headlock.
No, the headlock.
The Nuggets was part of it, but it was the Nugget, the face, and then the headlock.
You,
And I
you
just
would have
lost my
no
mind.
hope of
Invented
defeating
a
me.
fucking
At least not as you are right now.
curtain rod. And then my friend's sister comes home and she's like, "What the hell happened to my curtain rod?" Like she didn't care about anything else. Like
Yeah.
the house was like a mess. Like the table was like all moved out of the way. Like because like what like it got to the point like we were fighting. Like they had to move the table so like we wouldn't go through like the glass table.
Yeah.
the legit. She walks in and goes, "What the hell happened to my curtain rod? I just bought that."
Like, well, I had to prove a point.
Don't tell me you're.
So he took my nugget. I told him.
I hate Trunks with that haircut.
Say you're warriors through.
Yeah, it's not
and
great.
through.
See, I like it when he has it just all down in the
Please
swamp.
test your metal against my perfect form.
I had that action figure of Trunks, like him Super Saiyan with like his
Go
hair
ahead
up
and
and
get
then the
this perfect
ponytail in the
form
back.
you've been babbling
That was like
on
one of my
about.
favorite
Go
toys as
on.
a kid.
Father!
But for some reason, they gave him gold hair instead of like the yellow, like it was like legit shiny gold.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Damn it, Vegeta.
Fucking idiot.
That
See,
right
that
there.
that looks so
Father may
cool.
be willing
Yeah,
to
it's
let
pretty
you
cool.
go, but I'm not.
I legit had that figure, but it was
Hey,
gold. Yeah.
Vegeta, do
And you
something
could take the
about
like the
this
vest
guy,
on or
would
off
ya?
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It would like snap on. He's like, prime rib.
The whole time.
Hey! Cell knows where you are!
Oh, he does
I mean,
now.
it's
Oh.
not hard. She's
Yeah,
fucking
I
out in
mean,
the open.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere!
Don't even think about it, Trunks!
You fucking idiot, dude.
You.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm so
You are my
close to
favorite
perfection,
character,
I can
but-
taste
And he
it.
does the
Or
same thing in like the Boo
all time.
Saga.
Yeah, like you have some
Father,
all-time
what you're doing is
dumb
wrong. We
moments.
can't let him absorb
Can you tell me what I'm
18.
saying?
Vegeta.
Oh.
This is like, yeah, him
This
letting
is-
Cell absorb her.
Where's your
Yeah.
sense of pride? Don't you want to see how much stronger he can get?
I feel
No.
Goku would have did the same thing
No.
though.
He would've.
Yeah, he
it's
might
a
have.
Saiyan bad habit.
Yeah,
Destruction
it's
in my
yeah.
future.
How's those eyes, Trunks?
Yeah, right.
I like how behind them it burnt their eyes too, though. Doesn't he jump? I thought fucking 16 jumps in and helps, and then gets like his ripped apart or something. What? They can't show him eating her? It's like, no, we can't have a woman getting like
And,
sucked up.
well, they also don't show him like training with people. So. Like the humans.
Yeah, you only see the aftermath.
Yeah. Because I remember that scaring the crap out of me.
In the cartoon, they showed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Perfect
The
cell.
anime. I should
Yeah.
besmirch them. Now he sounds fucking really cool.
Yeah. There's my boy.
Perfect cell.
Yeah. It's the fucking man now.
He's such like a fucking dick too.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Cell had finally absorbed Android 18 and achieved his perfect form. In a fit of rage, Krillin launched himself at Cell, but
They should
was
show that.
effortlessly
Yeah, right.
sidelined by Krillin, having been brought back from the brink of death thanks to a Senzu beam from Trunks, was overwhelmed by the power of Cell's perfect form. Vegeta, excited by the prospect of fighting a more worthy opponent, taunted Cell into continuing their fight. Cell, calmly accepted Vegeta's challenge and prepared to engage him in battle once more.
Oof, I'm not ready to fight Perfect Sal.
Achieving perfection.
I am not ready for this.
Look.
Would you care to take part in a little warm-up? Sure, a warm-up you won't
He has such like a
survive.
fucking smarmy voice.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. He sounds like a dirtbag that would be named like Declan or something.
Yeah. Kinda does. And he wears three-piece suits, so it's like this casual wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup. I'm sure, but he's just so fast.
Either that or it's one of those where you don't necessarily win or lose or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah. But I can barely like.
Oh.
You just stopped your mid
Yeah,
gallon
he
gun.
was just like, nah.
Wow.
Big bang attack! Big bang attack! Fight me already! Let's try this next.
Woo! Ease. Did you just scream bastard? Did he?
Oh, maybe.
Big bang! Believe it! Big bang attack!
Oh, I might have to beat him.
Big bang attack! So this is Vegeta, is it? Big bang attack! I'll end this quickly.
Oh,
Damn.
underwater now.
Big bang attack! Big bang attack!
This is definitely
Big
bad.
bang attack! Big bang!
He just took that to the face and was fine.
No, I think he's out of range.
I mean, you can still beat him.
Yeah. Oh, you
One more hit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's so fast.
Well, now look at this. That's so odd.
Like, I'm
It
sweating.
appears the stone between us you mentioned is moving in the opposite direction now. Why would that be?
So you're an idiot and let him
Yeah.
fucking power
Just
up.
your
Oh,
dumbass.
whatever. I think it's about time to kill you.
What are you doing, Trunks? If you don't get in there,
Alright,
Vegeta's gonna die! My father would rather be defeated by Cell than have me, Goku, or anyone help him. He's that proud of a warrior. Hey, I get that, but still! If my father loses consciousness while fighting Cell, I'll step in.
Let's get to stepping.
Impressive. It looks like you're still holding on to what little life you've got left. Allow me to put you out of your misery, Vegeta.
It used to be like a massive dick too, and like emphasize the Vegeta.
I'm gonna kill you, Cell. Quite a gutsy thing to say, Trunks.
Krillin, take my father and get him out
Krillin's
of
just
here.
a helper. He's the assistant.
Yeah,
He really is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
throughout this entire game, how many people he's taken and brought back to safety?
A lot.
Yeah, that's all he really does.
How can Cheetah lose with the Roman Reigns?
know,
vest?
right?
Yeah, well. He didn't have the little logo, the Roman Reigns logo.
Well, it'd be like who's beating
It's
Roman
taking a massive
Reigns?
dive.
It's like when Roman tried to beat Brock all the time. Sells Brock.
Yeah.
Cell's
Vince
power
didn't
level is
book
through the
this.
roof.
Sells Brock
Getting
Lesnar.
overpowered
Like
by Vince.
Roman Reigns kryptonite.
Vince didn't book this because this is actually entertaining. You know? So yeah, you're
Not
right.
good. Vegeta.
He's
Come
so
on, Vegeta,
fucking
wake
stupid.
up.
Like for real, like he has one fucking match. Like SmackDown wasn't bad because he had like 3 matches. I'm assuming because Triple H was running it that night or something.
Yeah.
So they had like 3 matches or 4 matches that were actually like fun, entertaining, and good matches. And then you go to Raw, and you get one fucking match, and then you get fucking no matches on NXT.
That I'm rather disappointed in you and Vegeta. I expected more from you.
So he just took down 2
Wait, don't tell me this has been a waste of
Oh, yeah.
time.
Like Ascended Super Saiyan though,
Yeah.
like in between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just one last question. It's interesting. Although it ultimately proved meaningless, you were able to greatly increase your power in a very short period of time. If you had more time, would you be able to power up even further?
It's hard to say without actually trying. Why would you ask me something like that?
Because he's got Saiyan blood in him too.
Fucking, yeah.
Oh, that's true. I never thought of that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of Saiyan blood.
Sal has Saiyan blood, so he's
Next
always looking for a
question.
challenge.
Why hasn't Goku shown his face yet? I mean, what could he possibly be doing that's more important than this?
Goku is training to take you down. No matter what you do, he'll be ready to fight you tomorrow. If you're looking for a real challenge, and it sounds like you are, then Goku won't disappoint.
I hate how
Trust
Goku
me.
gave Cell a Super.
Glad
That
to
just
hear
pissed me
it.
off to no end.
Then maybe I'll hold a little tournament.
A tournament?
Like, he
Let's
wouldn't
make
have died.
it 10 days from now. Say 12 o'clock. That should give you time to better your skills, if that's
Cell
possible.
games.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there used to be a martial arts tournament known as the
Oh, so they'll
World
probably use that.
Tournament.
Yeah, there you go.
I
But in the
think
show,
it's
he
high
makes
time
his
we
own.
brought that back. One small change. In this tournament, I'll be the only opponent. I'll fight you one victim at a time. And if I win, the next challenger enters the arena and fights me. And then the next, and the next, until I'm the last one standing. I'll spread the word of the tournament, its rules, and its locations.
Like the Royal Rumble.
Perhaps we can even have the whole
Like
thing
the one this
televised.
year.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
he's
one?
legit Brock.
Yeah, he is.
He's Brock Lesnar.
Wait, Cell. What's the point of holding a tournament? What's your end goal?
Pay-per-view buys.
The tournament
uh,
will showcase my strength and true greatness, and plunging the world into terror will be a nice little bonus as well. And my end game is I don't have one. I mean, maybe to have a little fun toying with you half-wits, destroying, tormenting, lording over you. But my real passion, of course, is to see the look on people's faces as they cower and realize that all hope is lost. I can't wait to see what you can do. After reviving Vegeta and Krillin with some senzu beans, Trunks told them about the tournament Cell was planning to hold.
How does nobody just slap the shit out of
tournament?
Vegeta right now?
No, he's struggling at all.
I guess, but
Toying with
like
us.
Bulma should.
Damn him! I plan on entering the hyperbolic time chamber
Technically,
again.
she slapped him
Once
by
Goku
giving
and
him a
Gohan
kick.
are out.
You
Yeah,
and
true.
Kakarot will
Yeah.
only get in the way. I will be the one to enter that room and finish this.
Oh yeah, somebody should have definitely given him a good punch for letting him get the perfect.
I too will enter the tournament.
You're missing fucking half a head.
Yeah, you don't look great.
Take me to the Capsule Corporation.
Oh,
and
that
have
I
me repaired.
forgot that they do fix
I
him.
will-
Are you crazy? You're one of Dr. Giroux's androids.
Nah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's alright.
Okay. I'll take you.
Okay,
Truth
like
be
another
told,
errand
we
for
could use as
Krillin.
many
Yeah,
allies
pretty much.
as we
So,
can.
yeah,
They didn't have the
Boy.
scene with like the bird on his finger, like showing that he's like a good dude.
Relax, Trunks. I have a feeling this guy's not so bad after all. I mean, the two other androids Cell absorbed didn't seem that bad either.
Yeah,
You
17.
said it yourself. These androids and history itself are different from
17
what you
carries
know.
a gun around. I mean,
Oh, well, he's in love with 18, so he has to prove that androids aren't bad.
True.
yeah.
I remember his other girlfriend. She looked like a younger, more voluptuous Bulma.
Who was his other girlfriend?
Marin. She was like,
He named his daughter after.
yeah, yup.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, yup. What a
Oh,
dirtbag.
that's
He named his
creepy.
daughter after his ex.
Yup. There he is, 1 year now. He's a fucking teenager.
Gohan,
He looks weird.
you've gotten so much stronger than I thought you would. It's pretty impressive.
I hope so. It's hard to tell, though.
He should sound a little.
Yeah, he still
I
sounds
gotta
like a
say,
bitch.
you haven't come close
And
to
then
reaching
after
your
this
full
entire thing,
potential
he
yet.
becomes a freaking
Got a lot
sculpture.
more in you. Just know it.
He's like one of the
Well,
most
not yet. In the
powerful
Boo saga, he's still.
No, I know, but he becomes like one of the
What do
most
you say?
powerful Saiyans, and then he
Think
just
it's time
stops.
to finish up our training?
Finish it?
Yep. Come at me with everything you've got. And don't hold back. Try your best to take your old man down, huh?
Well, I can't do that.
Not with that.
I'll
attitude,
do what I
no.
can.
Come on, Gohan. Let's see what you got. Show me.
Okay.
Gohan. Now it's my turn.
Whoa.
I think you're finally starting to
No,
learn.
John, honestly, have you ever tried turning Super Saiyan? Like, have you ever tried turning into Super Saiyan?
I think everybody did when they were younger. Like I'd just scream in the street
Yeah, I'm doing my back
and like clench my butthole.
As you ram yourself into a trash can.
You're well on your way to surpassing me.
And you did. And you gave up. I know, exactly. That's still one of the most annoying things ever.
Blame Chi-Chi. And he finds a girlfriend.
Yeah. But Vidal's not fighting her, though.
She is, and then she doesn't. Later, she's not though.
No, but they both kind of like numb each other out, you know? Both like, oh, okay, that was fun.
Oh, how did I dodge that hit with that? That was kind of cool. Whoa.
You're doing really well.
Yeah, it's still looking this way.
You're 39, he's 42, so you're doing it.
A couple more great hits.
Gohan's surprisingly super fast.
Yeah. This is the first time in the game. Get out of there.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me.
One more hit.
That better be an S.
Gohan,
Yep.
forget what that felt like.
Sounds a little creepy, Goku.
Mm.
I was just gonna say that.
You're
Yeah,
talking to your son.
that's
Go on. It's the first time you've looked
Dad.
yummy.
I mean,
that was
come on.
yummy, Gohan.
I just learned how to become one. I had no clue what I would even do to go further than that.
If we ever get him on the show, I'm gonna ask him to say that.
Oh God.
No, I won't. But
Yeah, please don't. Yeah.
he'd be like, "Yeah, goodbye, guys."
Yeah.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
just
hang
might know what. We just need to get our bodies used to staying in the Super Saiyan form.
If we get fucking
What do you say?
Lion-O
Think the
and
two of us
Goku
can
to
manage
talk
that,
to
Gohan?
fucking do a drop for us, like
Yeah.
epic.
That'd be good.
Staying in the
Pretty good.
Super Saiyan form?
Why they stay in Super Saiyan again?
So they can like, cause like for in the beginning they can only stay in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So they train in it so they can just it's natural to them. So that it doesn't sap their energy.
Mm.
So I better fucking not lose my energy when
Well,
I
you
do
already did
this.
when you were fighting as Vegeta. You weren't losing ki when you were in Super Saiyan.
That's
So,
probably
yeah,
it then.
it's
Yeah.
already, the game's already adapted.
We
to
treat
it, yeah.
Super Saiyan as our normal state of being. Do you understand? Anytime we're awake and moving around, that's the form we'll be in. First, we'll learn to control the more emotional aspects of the transformation. That makes the most sense, right? Then, once we do that, we'll start our training up again from the basics. This could work
Makes
out.
sense.
I know it's not exactly straightforward, but I really think this is our best shot at going beyond Super Saiyan.
Okay.
I was just in my mind. I'm like, he looks so cool, and then they did that.
Yeah, right.
He looks like fucking
That's a
what's
really
his name?
buff 9-year-old.
Zoolander.
Oh.
He's like the Zoolander face. Like
Yeah,
he's
a
like,
little bit.
Oh, what's it called? Oh,
Blue something, right?
yeah.
Blue Magnolia or
Thunder?
something. Blue Steel.
Blue
Blue
Steel.
Steel, yes.
Blue
yeah.
Steel.
It looked like he was making that face.
But he can't turn
After
left.
haven't seen
informing
Blue
Trunks
Steel.
of the tournament, Cell constructed an arena in a nearby
They should have
deserted
shown
area.
it.
Boo.
He then forced
No,
his
Cell.
way into a TV station.
No, I said boo as in
and
be
via
alone.
live
I-
broadcast delivered his terrifying message to the entire
I'm actually
world.
I'm looking
His
forward to the Boo
tournament,
saga because I need
known
to be
as
reminded.
the
of
Cell Games, would be open
You
to
get
all
The best moment in
And
DVC
begin.
history.
in
I gotta
just
get all 5 minutes of
9
him
days.
screaming.
One of the best moments
Alright,
I think is when
If
Vegeta.
I
used
at
all the-
least get him doing it and screaming for a little bit, if they do something bullshit like this, where they're like, and Goku screamed
Yeah,
for
right.
5 minutes.
Cell then
Part of me hopes
declared
we do get.
I think one of the
all
best parts is when Vegeta
participants
turned
were
himself
to
into stone.
fail. He would
Oh, like when,
eliminate all
he
the
exerted all his
like the
energy.
first time he's like good to Trunks.
in
Yeah.
order to
It's like the
prove
first time he
that
holds
meant
Trunks,
business
and,
about
like,
his
He
threat.
exerts all of his energy and turns to
Easily
stone.
He fucking-
reduced a
He
section
like
of
tells
the
him
city
like
to rubble.
he basically like wants to just hold him because he knows he's gonna kill himself,
Yeah.
and then he knocks him out and has them take him away, and then he fucking uses so much energy that he like he turns to
Cell's
stone.
So instead of
ultimatum
dying, he
proved
just turns to
effective
stone.
in its purpose, as the world had become utterly gripped in fear.
But I think when he turns to stone, the stone like breaks, like he falls apart.
I don't remember.
Real
That's because he had like the
peace
like
had
he
weakened
he-
Or the
armed
Majin curse.
yeah he takes
forces.
Boo's power, like he becomes like one of
Oh.
Boo's
To
like
confront
guys
the
to
new
get
enemy.
stronger.
Yeah.
People had already seemed to have forgotten about
So he
the
gets like an
young
M on
boy
his forehead.
who had stopped
I'm sure you've seen the
evil
M.
demon King Piccolo.
Like it's like an
Majin?
iconic thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
Majin
the
Vegeta.
Majin symbol, and he becomes Majin Vegeta.
They were also unaware of Vegeta, the Saiyans, and the others that fought Frieza on Namek.
Vegeta always has the
Goku
same
was no
stance.
more than a
It's always
long
like-
forgotten
always-
memory.
Wow. Braun Strowman called Lance Archer a value brand version of himself.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, okay.
Braun Strowman legit, all he does is shoulder blocks.
Yeah.
And a power slam.
Dude.
And a shitty power slam at that.
Uh,
A shitty power slam.
Yeah. Braun, look, Lance Archer is no, like, amazing wrestler, but he's way better than you.
I'm surprised Vince never signed him. I'm honestly shocked. He's
Yeah.
like Vince's wet dream. Like,
He was in WWE once, wasn't he?
was he Lance Archer? I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Was he?
I could have sworn.
I don't think so.
He was, he didn't, he wasn't in long.
He
but-
was in TNA. I know that. I
Actually went on
think.
television and told everyone none of us can beat him.
I don't think
He's
so.
going to kill everyone on Earth. And now the whole world is panicking. I hope Goku and Gohan are almost done with their training.
There are still 3 hours left
Yeah,
before the full
from
day is up.
2009 to 2010.
And what was his name, man?
He was a member of the Voodoo Murders.
Who the fuck's the Voodoo Murders?
I don't know. He signed a deal with WWE. He wrestled in FCW.
But he was never
he was
on.
teaming with John Cutler.
So he was never on like the main roster, though.
No, he made it to ECW.
What?
Yeah.
Who? And what was his name?
Vance Archer was his name. And he beat up Logan Jones in squash.
Okay, I think I do
Then
remember
he beat
that.
Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, I
later
do
that
remember
year.
that.
He
No
defeated
guarantee
Goldust
they'll
at
come out
ECW
after exactly
Homecoming.
one day.
And he just like. Did he like do that on purpose to like piss off Vince? He's like,
I don't
"Wanna call
know.
me
He had
Vance? I'll be
a
Vance."
feud with Shelton Benjamin. Let's see. He was okay. So at WrestleMania of 2009, he's in a 26-man pre-show battle royal.
I don't remember him at
No
all.
need to rush.
Royal Royale.
We've got
Yeah.
9 days.
It's only Royale in like France.
That's Goku and Gohan's energy. Are they out already? What? What are they doing
So
up
he
this
teamed
early?
with Kurt Hawkins for a bit and went to SmackDown. And they attacked MVP and Christian to like make an
I
impact.
remember it.
They called themselves the Gate Crashers.
I don't remember that, but I do remember. Yeah.
What? Vegeta and Trunks? You guys are here too? Cell must still be alive.
And then he
What
was
happened?
released a year later. Yeah.
I can still sense his
I'm
energy.
surprised. What did he look like in WWE? Did he look the same, or did he look like
Let's
stupid?
see. I think they said he was like clean shaven then too.
Huh? That's Gohan. He looks so different.
Oh my god. That's him.
That's probably why I don't remember him.
Yeah. He had way less hair and he
So
oh,
he,
yeah.
what's his real name?
Super Saiyan?
Lance Hoyt.
Oh, right, because he was Lance Hoyt in
Yeah.
TNA.
Yep.
So legit, he's like, "Oh, they want to call me Vance? I'll just use my name, my real name, and steal the fucking."
Yeah.
Wait, something is different. They seem calm.
Someone get us up to speed on what's going on.
Right. Here's what happened.
Right. So my
My dad's a
dad
bitch.
is a moron.
The Cell games, huh? So, he's holding a tournament. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. Mr. Popo, you still got my uniform?
Because I don't want to wear this fucking thing anymore.
Yes, I have it right here.
Mr. Piccolo, I'd like some new clothes too.
Oh. What happened there?
What?
He just said, "I like new." It didn't say like yours, and his mouth kept moving.
Sure thing. You're gonna look real good in this.
That was creepy too. You're gonna look yummy in this.
You're gonna look real yummy in this. Go on, you're looking yummy.
Thanks, Mr. Piccolo.
Well, that's the yummiest I've ever seen you look. Go on. You're looking yummy.
Tell me that you have cells.
Yeah, Gohan. Remember what it feels like to be yummy.
Not sure. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him in this perfect form yet. Actually, I'll go do that
This is
now.
legit the best stream we've ever had.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. See ya.
He just walks up. He's like, "What up, Cell?"
Hey, dude.
So we should have a lot of moves actually now.
No room in best. They don't stand chance.
Oh, it's Goku.
Yep, in the flesh.
So what do you think, Goku? Are you you willing to let the fate of your world be decided in this ring?
Kind of
He
small
said,
for
no,
something like
go
that.
invest. They don't stand a chance. That's right, Richard. They might be
That's
done.
true. Yeah. As soon as you take that
So
Roman
that's
vest
your
off
perfect
without the
form.
spider logo on it.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
That's
Wow.
dumb too.
You can
Why
count
is
on
his
me
logo
being
a
here for
spider, but he
turn.
calls himself the
But
big dog?
until then,
Well,
don't go
it's his
killing
like
anybody.
logo and like it's not a
Not
spider.
one
It's like a
person.
dog. I think.
Got it?
No, it's a spider.
It's a dog face.
We're
Is
gonna
it?
have a
I thought it was
Yeah,
first
no,
match.
it's a shitty looking dog face.
That's a dog face.
That's a dog
Okay,
face.
wait a minute.
It's like a dog face in the R. Like it's a double. It's like an R and a backwards R and a dog in it.
Man, he's gotten way stronger than I
Oh
thought.
yeah, it's two R's back to back.
Yeah, but then there's one where it's the dog. There's like a dog logo too. Am I on crack?
Yes.
I don't see that. I've seen the dog logo, but that's like not on his vest. That's
I
on,
thought
like,
he
his
had-
shirts.
Type in dog logo vest. I'm telling you there is.
That one, right? Dogs in the middle.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
But the base thing still looks like a spider.
It's one R. I can see it now. I'm looking at, but
you're
it's
right,
one R and a backwards
It's
R.
a backwards R. Yeah, okay. That's stupid.
Oh, is that true? Is
yeah,
there a logo
there's
with
one
him?
with him in the middle doing a Superman punch.
Oh, that's fucking so
yeah,
stupid.
I just saw it too. Hang on. He's right.
Oh,
there is
that's
one.
fucking lame.
This one.
So, go
That's him in the
what do
middle
you
doing
think?
a Superman punch.
He doesn't even look like he's super. It looks like he's like
I know. It looks like he's
Dance
just
and,
kind of like hanging out.
he's like doing like
Yeah.
one of the like
Yep.
like a potty boy dance.
Yep.
Don't say that. That probably is true.
The Jordan of wrestling. Yeah. Air Roman. Mhm.
Legitimately, like when I was younger, like I thought Vince was the man. I was like, oh, I'd love to meet Vince. If I met Vince, I'd legit slap him in the mouth. I'd like hit him or something.
He's lost it. He's
I'll be
lost touch.
completely
He's
honest.
done.
He
He's
was
done.
great for the
Didn't think he'd
90s.
power
Yeah.
up as much as he
he's
did.
lost touch.
And then they demoted H, so H ain't getting the company. They demoted H and they gave somebody, some dude who shouldn't even have his job, his
No.
job.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So
They're yeah.
Okay, so I won't know for sure until I fight him, but I'm probably not going to be strong enough to beat him.
No way.
That's not what we wanted to hear.
Then just go back into the hyperbolic time chamber. We've got the time.
I do like Piccolo's hammer-headed approach to this, Lynn. Get your ass back in there until you are.
We got 9 days. We'll figure
Yeah, so
something
go
out
in
within
9
that time.
times. Perfect.
I don't think you can.
No, you can't.
I'm pretty sure you
Why?
can.
You still haven't used up a full day. Why in the world would you waste one of the 2 days of your life you're allowed inside that chamber?
Yeah,
That's why. Okay. Yeah.
So Goku couldn't go in again.
Yeah.
Gohan could.
Because
Goku
that
can.
place
He hasn't
can
used
really
up all.
put
He
your
used
body
one.
through the
No,
ringer, if
but
you know what I mean.
When he was a kid, he used it once.
Oh,
We could use
so
a
it's like
quality
2 and you're
rest right
done.
now.
It doesn't
Yeah.
refresh it. Okay. Oh wow.
So like he could use a couple more like hours in
But
there.
not a whole day.
Right.
But Gohan can. Yeah.
Well, well, look at that. Even the mighty Kakarot
Okay,
wasn't
you
nearly
shut the
tough
fuck up
enough
right
to
now,
handle the
Vegeta.
room.
This is all
Fine.
your fault in the first place.
You might be right about that. But training there anymore wouldn't do us any good. But don't let me stop you. If you guys want to head back inside, go right on ahead. Besides, it looks like you could use some more training.
Burn.
You have some nerve. You don't actually think you're stronger than me now, do you? Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, a lot stronger, actually.
What?
All right. Keep at it, you guys. See you all at the tournament, okay? Gohan, let's go.
Oh, right.
He's supposed to be cool
I
now.
know, right? He still has a.
Only 9
Okay,
days
Dad.
remained until the
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was the only line. And look, you almost got an ass.
Nine days have passed.
Mhm.
The fucking Jordan of wrestling really pisses me off.
God. The more I think about it, it's,
It's
so true.
It's
though.
so true. Yep.
Oh,
That's why. Yep.
Air Roman. Yeah, he's gonna come out with a sneaker line. He will. The Air Romans 1.0.
And they made maybe the Superman punch was like back in the day when people would do a Superman punch. No one does it in the UFC anymore. But
No.
when people would do but WWE probably fucking owns it now or something.
Yeah, right.
You
They
probably
probably
can't do a
trademarked
Superman
Return
punch.
Yeah,
home
probably
for some
trademarked it.
well-earned rest.
Fucking.
Who was the guy who did? Was it
Intense
Benson
training.
Henderson who did a Superman punch and actually won a fight because of it?
I think so.
He
Yeah.
like did a Superman punch off the cage and like knocked the guy out. I think it was him,
I think so. Yeah.
but like, or it might have been Pettis.
Pettis
It's either
did
him or
Pettis
Pettis.
like ran off the cage and kicked somebody in the face.
That was him. Okay,
That
I think
was
it
the
was
Showtime kick.
Yeah,
But somebody
it.
did do a Superman punch off the cage too.
Yeah.
Here's the plan. We'll rest for 3 days, train for 3 days, and then rest another 3. How does all that sound?
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Dad, are you sure that's okay? You think we can beat Cell?
Oh yeah.
Did
Orange
he?
Cassidy.
Did he? Did.
Yeah, you're right,
Trust
Richard.
me, we'll be
He
fine.
did.
Orange Cassidy is the man.
That was such a fun match. Like
Oh,
I honestly didn't expect it to be that good, and that was such a good match.
man.
And I have a lot more respect for Pac now.
Yeah, Pac's awesome.
He really is.
Pac's awesome.
I'm hoping they do something really cool with fucking Death Triangle.
That triangle, yeah.
Goku, I need you to come back to the house.
Right now.
Uh-oh.
Well, they go. Well, he needs the 3 days to make his next kid.
Yeah, true.
Huh?
3 days of rest.
Cassidy is great.
Wow, Chi-Chi, and I thought Gohan was yummy.
That ain't right.
Your Goku's pretty good. he's like yummy food and you. Wow.
That ain't right at all.
Wow. Other than training, my life's full of yummy things. Thanks, Chi-Chi.
Load of tasty fur.
I wish
I wish it said yummy. I wish it did. Oh man, if it said yummy, I would have
would've
lost it.
my mind.
I would have lost it. Oh,
Yeah, you might want to do some leveling.
yeah, I'm about to right now.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's been a while since we hit these menus, which is surprising for you because
They wouldn't let me.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
yeah. Even the game was like, "No, John,
Relax, dude. Relax with the menus, bro.
Not with the fucking menus, dude. Just play the fucking game." Oh, training grounds. Those are always fun.
Guys, if you don't mind, I'm gonna head out.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're probably gonna stop soon, anyways. Fuck, I don't really want to do training grounds. I probably should though, right?
Yeah, if you want those moves. I don't know like what you're in store for next.
Super connective energy blast.
Ooh.
The fuck's that?
That's kind of like the rapid fire key wave. It's similar to that, I think.
EX.
EX Spirit Bomb.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I want the fucking dragon hammer so bad.
Oh, I know, right?
What's the dragon?
I want the dragon fist. I don't know the dragon fist. Like a full fucking dragon wraps around his hand as he punches
Man,
you.
I wish those were both clean cuts of audio.
What?
That you want the dragon hammer and you want the dragon fist so bad.
Probably get him. Probably get him. There's ways to get him.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking for the next time we use the soundboards, I'm gonna want that as a
I want the
sound.
dragon fist so bad.
We should have like one of the soundboards be like, you're smelling yummy.
What you should do is just listen to today. I can probably give you the audio for today. And
Yeah.
Just listen through it.
Just listen through it and find them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we can splice it.
Have your Goku yummy moment.
No, Cell. Yeah.
And Cell, yeah. Well, at least original Cell. The perfect Cell I can't do yet.
You haven't perfected it yet.
No. But base Cell, absolutely. That's easy.
Ooh, battle instincts.
Even like eating disorder Cell, whichever form that was.
The first one?
The one with the weird lips, yeah. After he absorbed 17.
Oh yeah.
Where he was just like,
I want to see if I can go outside and do those training things.
yeah, you probably can. As long as you don't talk to T. What's her name again? T-Chi?
Chi-Chi.
She was just too yummy for you.
Whatever, he barely remembers her name.
He's too busy fighting.
Yeah, right? As far as he remembers it all.
He's like, what
I'm
the
surprised
fuck?
he doesn't just come home and be like, hello, wife.
Hello,
You know what makes
Have you made me food?
stranger.
I want to listen to those, like, they got in trouble for, like, they came when they were, like, fucking around, and it has, like, them doing the voices and, like, talking about, like, fucking really risque things.
Oh, the actual cast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like, everyone was like, they should lose their jobs for this. This is
I
unreal.
remember that. That was recent, too.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and it
Like,
was like,
what happened? I don't remember that.
they were at some panel, right? They were doing a panel, I think.
The
I don't
voice
think
actors
it was a panel. It was, they were like, just when they were recording the show, they were like, it was like outtakes, and then like they just
Oh.
went with it,
And
and
they
like,
just kind of
kept
like
going.
went off the rails.
Yeah.
They just went off the rails and started
That
like
happens all the
making
time.
dirty jokes and stuff.
But like, really, like,
But it was apparently, I forget exactly what they said, but it was like some pretty nasty stuff.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think it was anything like racist or anything like that bad.
I
Oh, yeah,
think like,
Oh, was it?
not racist, but like, you know, like the F word.
Oh,
Oh.
that's fine.
Yeah, like he's.
Oh wait, the other F word?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's
yeah.
like, Gohan, you're being a.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
So
That-
I
that
think
F
so.
word.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I do. I
The-
vaguely remember
The
that.
three-letter F word.
Yeah.
He was being a cigarette.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
DBZ cast controversy.
Alright, guys, I'm laying up.
Oh, damn, it's 50 and I'm only 45. Can I do it? Let's try it. I really want the Spirit Bomb.
Five
Five
levels ahead of
levels,
you?
yeah.
No.
I know. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was. It was like homophobic remarks.
Yeah. It's just like him and Goku. I don't know. I know it's not cool, but it was
Yeah, it's tough because like obviously I don't believe in that at all.
Oh, I feel you. I mean, I
But,
grew
like-
up using it as like a term, not as like making fun of those people, but using it as like you're lame. Like,
Yeah, I know a lot of people did, which is unfortunate. And I think a lot of people are correcting that. I mean, fucking Rhea Ripley did the same thing. You know, like she got caught using it.
I still find myself sometimes like I almost said it tonight, like, and I was like, oh, like,
Or how like you used
Yeah.
see,
yeah,
I
there's still
never,
people who
I
do
never
that.
had that issue.
No, I never did that either. but
Like,
know
I
people
might have
like
said it before, but I've never really had an issue with it.
That one's tough too because like in the UK they
Yeah.
still do that.
Right.
It's still and it's totally fine.
Wait, the R word or the F word?
No, the R word. Like I was watching an Irish comedian the other night. And
They
like the
probably-
audience gave a big laugh and like it was because like over there
They
Not
probably
as PC as we are.
they
don't
probably
think so.
use the F word too.
oh they do yeah.
Alright, guys, let's see it.
So yeah, they also use the hard C.
Yeah.
And they use it as like they use it in all different contexts.
Yeah, like look at Game
I
of
mean,
Thrones.
you hear British people all the time being like, "Oh, I love this guy, this big cunt," you know, and like it's just like they do. It's just different.
I like how you just like, I'm gonna say it.
People, everyone watching this knows that I. Yeah, I think it's gonna be too hard for it. 5 levels harder, and even
I don't know. Well, you know what?
this is Ranger.
I just use health, so we'll see.
Oh,
I realize I have like like 6 senzu beans.
Yeah, don't use it. Ooh, jeez. Wow. Can you smell this IPA from over there?
No. What is that? Woo!
Holy
That smells.
shit.
Now that smells like gasoline. Wow.
Oh. And it's just all IPA. It's not like. I don't know how to describe that smell. You know what this smells like? This smells like the first time. So Richard, which I did, it's from New Belgium. It's called Ranger. And the best way I can describe the smell is like if you haven't been up to your attic for a while. The first time you go up,
Oh, like that musty
that
mothball smell.
musty kind of like all these different smells come out.
See,
Not sure what they all are.
it kind of smells like hand sanitizer to me.
Oh, I'm not getting hand sanitizer. I'm getting like a musty like, and it's weird because it doesn't necessarily smell bad, but I'm very hesitant to drink this now. So, alright, let's see. Oh, that's not great.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink a beer and not like it. Like I've seen you be like, not great, but I've never seen you go, whoa, like.
Whoa. Yeah. That tastes like old fruit. So it smells like an attic and it tastes like old fruit. So, needless to say, I'm not gonna maybe if someone's more of an IPA fan than I am, maybe they would appreciate it.
So it doesn't taste like the typical Joe.
No, it almost tastes worse. Because it's a myriad of flavors that don't quite combine. So it's just, like, every sip feels different. It's kind of like open from mystery box every time you taste it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I want it so bad, though.
oh man. Oh, they're all three of them are still alive?
Oh yeah.
If they're 5 levels ahead, is it very hot? I wouldn't call it hoppy. No, because hoppy's different than what this is. Because I don't mind hoppy IPAs. This is more like, I feel like they tried to create a unique flavor, and it just, I mean, it is unique, but it's not marketed. It's not all that hoppy. It actually tastes very tame. Almost like it's all when it comes to that part of it. But the flavors are all out of whack. It's a bizarre. This is one of the more bizarre flavors. And like I just drank the hop double IPA from Sierra Nevada, and that tasted exactly like a double IPA. It was good. Whoa! Oh, we're crossing beams.
I did not win
No,
that.
you didn't. No,
Was I even typing X? No, I was
probably not.
the I get thrown off because of playing the Switch and then playing this.
Yeah. At this point, anyone get Animal Crossing? Probably not. I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal.
I've never played an Animal Crossing game in my life. I know a lot of people love it. I just don't think it'd be something I'd be into.
I know a guy who's gonna stream it, so I'm gonna check it out.
Well, he's gonna be streaming it.
Who is?
Pokemon Master R.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna be streaming it.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna hold up with too. But no,
She's gonna be going to Twitch too.
Is she?
Yeah,
Nice.
because YouTube's been hosing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I bet YouTube's gonna yeah, Animal Crossing, probably not. At least not right away, but Doom Eternal, I've got that downloaded.
I started tonight, that's the other questions. Let's see.
I saw the who reposted it too. That post that she made.
Oh, the video about like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, jeez. But hey, good for her.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's something that, like, people need to hear sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, here we go. She's gonna start streaming Animal Crossing on March 9th.
Oh, so tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna check it out. I've never, like, liked it before, but, oh, wow.
Actually, we're gonna go ahead and get to a follow.
Yeah, let's see.
We're big fans, Rich.
Oh, yeah. I actually texted her after I watched that video.
Yeah.
Told her, like, how I felt. Like, you know, that was awesome that she put that out.
No, that's super great.
Like, I had no idea.
No.
So good.
Her Doom Eternal looks good, but I haven't played the first Doom on Switch. I haven't played Doom on Switch. I played them all on the PS4, so I don't know how it is on the Switch. I haven't heard any complaints, so I guess it ports over okay. I play it all on PS4, so the last Doom was fantastic. This one looks like it's going to be just as good, so yeah, looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to having something new that I like, actually like excited to play. It's been a while. Like MLB is great, but like it's MLB, it's consistent, which is nice, but it's kind of so good. Doom is like, okay, finally there's something new. Doom is finally like, hey, there's something new. Like, I have no idea what to expect. Wow.
I don't know.
I know, you're
They told me that more sensu beans are ready, so. What sucks is I can't really charge the energy, and I can't move in to like attack them because you go into attack. See, like they're crossing streams and shit. Like,
yeah, they are. Yeah. Don't cross the street.
I feel like that's something that like Kevin Smith would say.
But also, like, with Doom and Animal Crossing, it just feels great that, like, something's coming out and it's not like
Well, didn't Animal Crossing did get pushed back at first though?
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, like, I think it got pushed back before the whole thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're not being pushed back.
Oh, I think they like put it out and were like, hey, like go play this game. Did you hear that GameStop's like we're fucking essential?
Yeah, GameStop. Okay, here's my advice to everyone: if you want to play Doom and you want to play Animal Crossing, have a system. Buy the digital versions. Do not go to GameStop. The fact that GameStop, thank you, Richard. GameStop is ass. I agree. The fact that GameStop is staying open just so that people can go in and like that's so scummy right now.
But I mean, Best Buy is too.
Yeah, and there's
Best Buy
too.
never closes.
Yeah,
but Best
they
Buy
should.
says they're essential because people might need appliances.
No. Well, that's tough. The reason I say that's tough is because legit last weekend my fridge broke.
Right, and then
And
you
I
would
had
have
to
been
go.
fucked.
I had to go to Home Depot to get a new fridge. So I was like, oh shit. But that's Home Depot. I didn't go to Best Buy. Like, I don't know. I think that like Best Buy has a case. GameStop does not. GameStop doesn't sell anything essential. They really don't.
Well, people essentially need games to sell it up.
They buy digital goods. Yeah. So
Well, I'm not a digital guy. I just go to Walmart. Even though I hate Walmart, I found out that Walmart sells their games $10 cheaper. And it's like, alright, Walmart, that's the only thing like I will respect from you.
I think GameStop believes
Oh, they are in a
No,
bad
and that's
spot.
true.
That makes sense.
And I believe me, I totally understand that. Like look, this is hard on all of us right now, and businesses are hemorrhaging money. So I get it from that respect, but just don't say that you're staying open because you're being essential. Like I would actually have more respect if GameStop was like, you know what, we're gonna stay open because we have thousands and thousands of orders that people are gonna come pick up, and we need the money, man. Like we're struggling.
Or
I
even-
honestly would have more respect.
Or they
if
could have been
just
like,
said that.
hey guys, like, we feel like you need we want to give you guys the enjoyment, like.
Sure, and that's fine too, and that's totally fine. Just like I said, I'd have more respect if they were like, look, we can't afford to close because we're in a real bad spot financially. We will handle this as safely and responsibly as we can, but we're going to stay open. So if you have pre-ordered Doom or Animal Crossing or whatever, you can still come in. You know, we're going to make sure that everything is safe and sanitary. But you know, if they had just done that, I don't think people would have cared as much. The fact that they were like, oh, we're staying open because we're essential.
We are essential.
It's such arrogant bullshit.
Sounds like something Vince would say.
It really does. That's a Vince McMahon kind of mentality. Well, no, they can't go without us for a single day. Their lives just fall apart.
I mean, he did kind of say it.
I mean, he really did.
Yeah.
And it's like, Vince, no, that's no.
I feel one.
Alright. Just
But-
two more to go.
I'm not going to do it. I'm out of it.
Okay.
So I'm not, definitely not doing it. Bye. Yep. Fuck.
It's a worthy attempt. I mean, Vince didn't want to move Nadia. Yeah, no, Vince.
I think partly he didn't though. Partly he didn't though because if like he had to wait a certain amount of time or he wouldn't have got like the money from like the fucking
From the city?
no from the insurance.
Oh.
It was an insurance thing. It's still scummy, but
Yeah, so there's a whole lot that goes into that in terms of, like you said, insurance stuff.
that's why also too why it has to be not just the performance center because if it was the performance center it wouldn't count and they wouldn't count as moving it to another place.
What do you mean?
So like in their thing, they have to like try to move it to another thing before it's canceled. Like to move it to another venue. Technically, the performance center is not a venue.
Oh.
So that's why they have
That's,
this.
okay, so Richard just said that, yeah. Insurance, they had to find a venue as possible, which Performance Center, I'm guessing, is not. It doesn't count.
The performance center doesn't count. That's why they have to say like in
So,
other
you know
places.
why? Because it probably doesn't count. Because it's going to play another venue.
And it's like yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's also like not necessarily a venue where people go to watch stuff. It's a place to like
Now,
train.
if Vince still had vision, he would have just done it in an empty arena and would have done similar to what AEW did.
Yep.
And yeah, look, that's not as good. I get it. You don't need to make a show here to be like that. If they made it work, you can make it work too.
I can't wait for next week.
Because you know what? Wrestling fans at the end of the day, if you give us good matches, they're not going to care. There's
But
not
Vince
much.
doesn't think that.
I know.
Vince thinks
That's the problem.
storylines are what
Right.
gets them, man.
Vince cares more about stories and fan reaction than he does actual wrestling. And that's what sucks. And so, you know, like, he could have done what AEW did. Now WrestleMania is going to be 2 nights. And it's like.
I'm not watching it.
I don't. Whatever they're doing, I'm not interested. I don't care.
Unless I hear night one was like lit. Like,
There's only a few things I care about seeing. I want to see if we get true American badass on the team. And I want to see Edge versus Roman. I actually think those two will put on a good match. The rest of it, I don't care. If we're gonna have McIntyre lose,
that's what I heard they might.
forget it. I'm out.
He should have just moved it to Madison Square Garden. That's what they wanted to do.
I would just move it to later in the year.
But Tampa couldn't have done it later.
No.
in the year.
Just choose a different venue.
Right, they would have
But-
moved it to Madison Square Garden. That's fine. That's what they should have did.
Or even the fall. Like, the fucking Masters moved to the fall. Like, that is, if the Masters is going to move and you're not, talk about, like, pretentious, arrogant, like, sports people. People who run the Masters. Even they were like, yeah, no, it's fine. Thank you. And Vince McMahon isn't going to? Well, if Drew loses on Riot Night,
I just heard that they might want to have him lose and then have him win at like SummerSlam. I heard.
yeah.
So I mean, you know,
I mean,
that's
as long
here.
as he wins eventually, like, that's
Right,
good
because
still.
he
should win it.
he thinks that the crowd reaction will be like an all-time thing, and he's probably right on that. Like the crowd
Sure.
reaction of McIntyre winning would probably be epic.
But you know what? At this point, you should go for like the best social media reaction.
But
People are already kind of mailing on the product.
you can't boo Roman if there's nobody in the audience. I kind
I'd
of
rather not have the match. Brock attack.
that, and then they just do it for SummerSlam.
In a way, given the format, there's no audience. I wouldn't mind that. Storytelling wise, that's not bad. Brock just beats him up backstage, and there is no match. You give more time to, you know, other talent. So like instead of that, so that match like doesn't happen. You give more time to Edge and Orton.
But you have 2 nights. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do for both nights?
Oh,
For
you're
one.
gonna see a lot of bad matches.
And 2, is they gonna do something like New Japan did, and are you gonna have like them?
Scrub matches.
No, like having like and unify like the United States and like the Intercontinental title.
Oh.
Or are you gonna have one guy having both belts or something? Like
Yeah.
Is like Roman gonna fight McIntyre night 2? Like McIntyre does win, then you have Roman fighting McIntyre and having both
If that
fucking belts.
happens-
I could totally see that.
Oh my god. They probably have some takeover. Yeah.
I heard
they.
they moved Takeover.
So they're gonna move takeover.
I heard
to the
they're
Wednesday before. Right?
Yeah. So they can like fuck.
They're gonna try and fuck AEW.
yeah. They're gonna move
Which,
that,
newsflash, not gonna work.
and they're moving the Hall of Fame to the Raw and SmackDown. So basically, Raw and SmackDown that week is just the Hall of
The
Fame.
Hall of Fame, yeah,
Which is
who cares?
dumb.
I don't watch that anyway. I'm not gonna fucking use my Monday night to watch the fucking Bella Horrors get inducted into your Hall of Fame. Please. Ugh. Talk about really making sure
Wait,
that
time
you're.
out.
What?
He's just Super Saiyan like all the time now.
Oh yeah.
Did my energy just charge up on its own?
Yeah. Yeah, see? Blood and Guts is gonna be awesome. I agree.
I
Probably will be.
Definitely, I mean, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, what do we got for time?
It's 11:50.
Alright, we'll end it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you automatically get it when you do this, right?
What?
When you do like the.
Yeah, as long as you.
Okay.
Yep.
So do I want to add the move? Ugh.
Oh man, we're gonna have some shit to air out on Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday's gonna be
Oh my
a
God.
big show.
If you're a wrestling fan, Richard, I know you are. Anyone else out there? Oh,
Richard's when we finally do wrestling Mount Rushmore, he's gonna be on it.
nice. Good.
So
Yeah.
he will be on it.
Yeah, we got some shit to air out. This
Yeah.
AEW is taking over as far as I'm concerned. I know money-wise and stuff, they're not close, but in terms of just the quality, they far surpassed anything.
Because even like NXT's like becoming more
Yeah,
like
I know.
WWE-ish.
NXT was the one last bastion of hope, and yeah, and it doesn't matter because all the people we love from NXT are gonna get called up, and they're gonna be turned into chumps.
Probably.
Keith Lee's gonna get called up, and he'll lose to Braun Strowman in his first match. Adam Cole will get called up, and he'll be the new Dolph Ziggler. Like, it's just forget about it.
Dolph Ziggler and Mandy Rose. They're a couple now.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Kudos to him.
Yeah, good for you, Dolph. Went from Amy Schumer to Mandy Rose. That's an
Goku,
upgrade.
you're finished
man.
training, right? Then let's go somewhere as a family.
Oh, this is where Goten comes.
Well, I'm not completely finished, but okay, sure.
Good, it's settled. Now that Goku finally has his license, we can borrow a large car from my father and take a relaxing drive to the lake as a family.
Okie dokie. Anything we should bring?
I'll put some lunch together for us. Can I count on you for some meat and fish?
Meat and fish. I can remember that. How much?
I'll need exactly...
That.
Bring all that back, and I'll whip up a feast.
Oh boy.
Time to get collecting.
See, do I have any?
Hey.
Let's see if I have any of it.
Do what you can.
Didn't do nothing. Oh, you got the fish. That's actually good, so you don't have to do any fishing.
Where the fuck would you get frozen rabbit meat? I'd have to go like up north where all the ice is. See, like this Richard, this is the dumb shit. Like, Cell's about to fucking destroy the world in 10 fucking days, and I gotta find frozen rabbit meat. And fucking select a beast meat. So what do? Oh, you look yummy there, beast. Let me get your meat.
Yeah, right?
Like, this is the stupid shit that this game pisses me off with. Right, for real. It's a grocery simulator.
Yeah, no, honestly, yeah.
And it's like right in the middle of the storyline. He's like, hey, Gohan, we got a fucking train. Can you get me some fucking meat, Goku? Fuck. That's the shit that's annoying. But other than that, the game's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Alright, Corn, give me some fucking sense points. Because I use them all. And
Yeah,
failed.
I was gonna say, somebody
Get
use them
collecting.
all.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's
yeah.
She wants that meat.
Well, lucky for Goku, like, I guess it's easy to make Chi-Chi happy.
Oh, I got 5. Sick. That's how many I had anyway, so.
Because, like, he doesn't do fucking shit otherwise.
Hey,
Dad, I'm not feeling too yummy today. Goku, you're not looking that yummy there, Gohan.
I don't know, Gohan. I think he needs to go back into the training simulator to get more yummy.
Time to get collecting.
Collecting what?
What is this?
Oh, yeah, it's the, what's the faces?
Whoa!
Pilaf.
This one seems pretty tough. I need to hurry.
I want to
gather
hear him
ingredients.
interact with Goku.
Food in the hyperbolic
What?
time chamber
Oh, hi,
wasn't very
Gohan.
good.
I didn't know you were here. Yeah, they don't say full sentences.
Lame.
They kind of just grunt.
Goku is as good as dead.
Damn you!
I feel like the game should be like fully voiced too. That's another thing that's a little annoying. It's like you fully voice everything else, but you can't fully voice side quests. Just like, come on, put a couple bucks in.
Yeah.
Damn you!
Huh?
Games not fully voiced sucks. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, like all the main stories fully voiced.
Well,
But-
hopefully, if this one does well and they make another one, they'll have more money.
But what would they need to make another one out of?
Yeah,
If they
I know,
follow
right?
especially if the
Super.
DLC is super.
Well, parts of Super. It's not gonna be all Super. I don't think so.
I would think if they were smart, I wouldn't put any DLC on. I'd make a second game. with
That's
super.
what I'm thinking. Yeah. So I'm thinking like the DLC might be like a sliver
No.
of Super, just to give you a taste of like, here, this is what we can do for our next game, and they'll have plenty of money to do it.
Jeez.
I assume this game sold pretty well, so
I think it got good reviews too.
it did get good reviews. Yeah. So
I mean, it's a good game.
Yes.
I'd even say it's a great game. But it could have been like, you know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens in Boot.
yeah.
We'll see when he turns Super Saiyan
Right.
3 what happens.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the driving alone just made it an A.
Yeah.
So I
the
mean,
driving
like
test, yeah.
the driving test, him getting the
pretty
license
good.
alone, like
That's pretty
they
good.
legit didn't have to do that. But like, it's legit one episode that
It's so good.
is like a throwaway episode.
Yeah.
Like if you watched Dragon Ball Z Kai, like when they re-put it back out in like HD and they like cut out some of the stuff, that gets cut.
Yeah.
So it's like
That sucks.
if you only know Dragon Ball Z from Dragon Ball Z Kai, you've never witnessed him get the license. So it was like for them to put it in, it was kind of cool. It was like really cool. Like that was like a nice throw to the fans.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking hate it so bad. I just like
Oh,
try to
man.
like go like this with my foot and
Yeah. Oh.
all right, can this end? I'm gonna this end.
Yes.
Hey!
It's like if you could just do that, like give them like saying that, like why can't you just like have
Yeah.
them fully speak it?
I don't know.
It just seems like it doesn't even. It just seems like they're being
I
lazy.
can't release my full power
Little
if I
bit,
don't have
yeah.
something tasty to eat. Good thing we left the.
Did he just
chamber
say
early.
tasty?
All
Yeah.
right. Let's
Not
do
yummy,
this.
but tasty.
We're getting closer.
It's right below yummy.
Well, you're not looking yummy, but
I don't know, Gohan. You're not quite yummy yet, but you're pretty tasty.
you're looking tasty though. I think this is a good time.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to call it. You.
My like.
System. There you go. Nice.
I just want to check something.
Mhm.
We didn't get any more boards, right?
We didn't get any new characters. No, we got gifts, but that was about it. Oh, nice. You got a bunch of D. That's what happens when you read books, kids. You get a bunch of D.
We get the D.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good times.
Almost there.
Wow. Where are we at? 22 out of 33? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Wow. So we're literally 2/3 of the way through. Like exactly 2/3 of the way through. Alright. That's good to know.
Why is it too? What the hell just
Shovel
happened?
there? I don't-
Nothing
I
will
don't
allow
know.
me to do anything. Oh, you can go back and watch every video.
Every cutscene, yeah.
When I get the one of Goku screaming for like 5 minutes, I'm gonna watch that a couple times.
Yeah.
Probably.
I bet you will. case.
I hate having more than like. Can I delete this?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
I
don't
want
like having
the auto save and the normal my
Yep.
save. That's it.
Just
I
two.
hate a third
Just
save.
two. People who roll over saves.
Oh, I hate that shit.
I hate that. Use up every save slot you can.
Ugh.
Oh no. Nope. Drives me
Alright.
nuts. Ugh.
All right,
folks.
Richard. Thank you for joining us. Stan, thank you for joining us wherever you were. And
Yep.
thank you for anyone else who was maybe just quiet or
Yeah.
thank
Yeah,
you
even
for
if you hung
joining
out,
us.
didn't feel like
Yeah.
that's okay. Glad to have you anyway.
So
Tune in Tuesday night,
Tuesday, normal show, 7 p.m.
7 to
on
9.
YouTube, youtube.com/StaticRiffRadio.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have a
We're gonna have
state of the world /wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
Talk a little bit about like what's going on in Pokemon Go. We'll talk a little bit about, and then it'll be mostly wrestling. So
yeah. Hopefully the
Have a good night,
state's
Richard.
not on lockdown by then. See you,
Yeah.
Richard. As long as we're not on lockdown, we'll be here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night.
See you.